Screw it, we'll do it live. Hi. Welcome, my name's Jason, and you are watching Happy Jack's RPG. This is episode 4 of The Drop, run in the freshly minted, with apologies to Traveler, RPG system. If you want to catch up on previous episodes, you can go to happyjacks.org/thedrop or happyjacks.org/shows for anything and everything that we've ever done. And the backlog is immense. There's a lot. We are a lot.
You've gone through all of Netflix. Now try all of Happy Jacks.
That's fair.
I am your ringleader, Jason, with just some made-up rules that I kind of worked on, and I'm adjusting as we play because they let me.
We don't let. We have no control over here. About all I could do is mute his mic, but then he'll just talk louder into everyone else's.
Nick, tell us about yourself and your character.
Hey everyone, I am Nick. You can find me at Sungrowler, as it says down there on that screen. But more importantly, for the next 3-ish hours, I will be playing Sech Balabanov, who is the stunning pilot of this group of misfits in space. And currently I am controlling robots with my mind.
It doesn't feel as good being prompted for it. I didn't like it.
Okay.
I like it better when you hate us.
Okay, I'm sorry.
That's a whole mood.
There's a website for you.
I'm just showing the whole slip tonight.
I forgot. I broke kayfabe.
Okay. Clara, who are you and how did you get in here?
They'll just let anyone in on the show, frankly. Hi, I'm Clara. Tonight I'm playing Irsa Avon, the bruiser. What did I say? Heart of Gold, Fist of Steel. IBS. It got brought up like once, and I think it's adorable.
Yeah, we don't want to forget that.
We don't want to forget that.
Spicy food is your kryptonite.
I punch robots, but dear God, do not let me around Indian food, apparently.
Oh, that would be sad. I love Indian food.
I know, right? This seems like weird, deep lore.
Which is also kind of a wild statement because there's like 15 different types of Indian. Like there's so much variation there. But
this is space, and like the world's most populous country would have also participated in that. And so it's just very varied now.
So much.
Yep. Nope.
Joey.
Yes, Jason.
Why don't you tell us about yourself? Oh, and are you playing a character?
I don't know if I'm playing a character tonight or not. Hi, I'm Joey, and I may be playing Max Ego. As you can tell from my makeup, everything's fine. I'm fine. This is all fine. It's not fine.
Are you playing Max Ego, or does Max Ego play you?
Every day I just flip a coin and we see what happens.
How long did your makeup take?
We're not going to talk about it.
Okay, so I need to know that this expression of your impromptu misery took you like an hour, I want to say?
Yeah, probably about an hour.
Yeah, okay, so an hour to
about
pause.
an hour.
And
Yeah,
I think he flicks a coin, and some days he's Max Ego, and some days he's Max Butch.
No, Trey Butch.
Trey Butch.
It is Trey Butch.
And Max Id was the one I wanted to throw in there.
Oh, God.
But yeah, I'm not controlling robots with my mind. I am being controlled by robots from my spleen.
Yeah. I mean, you weren't using it.
You should really try it my way. It's a lot easier. It's easier on the spleen at the very least.
We'll see about that.
I don't know. I feel like you need your brain.
Speaking of, last time we left in the middle of a fight for 2 weeks. The gang was attacked by a weird golf ball spider with legs. It was like the size of a beach ball, not a golf ball. Roughly kind of Wheatley type, but I realized Wheatley has like a primary eye, right? So that Wheatley was a bad example, except for the fact that he's round. So
you just said a BB-8.
Yeah, a BB-8
without a top thingy.
Yeah, a BB-8 with 5 legs and spikes at the end of them.
Significantly. No, okay, wait. Less legs than before.
Oh, it has 2 fewer. Yeah,
Yes.
it has 3 legs now. 2 of them are on the floor. Each leg, it is worth noting, is a 4-knuckler. So that's too many, and very jointed. Extremely jointed.
Thanks, IBB hate it.
So we came out to investigate this derelict ship. We got a tip on it, and we are the first ones out to try to scavenge it, salvage, whatever it is. It turns out it's a massively famous lost ship from the earliest days of jump travel. In our world, ships don't have dump drives or jump drives. We've discovered the naturally occurring phenomenon, presumably, of jump spheres, which we just have blithely started using to get around the galaxy.
Because what could go wrong with that?
You know when you find a natural resource and you just, like, have to abuse it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That sounds very human.
Yep.
Yeah.
So we had to do a lot of experimentation to figure out how to use them. And this ship that we've discovered, that I didn't write down the name of the ship.
It's the
called
Gopher Broke.
Oh, the Gopher Broke. Thank you. The Gopher Broke was one of the first fully outfitted colony ships that was sent through as a wild jump, not pointed at another jump sphere, and has been presumed missing at sea ever since, about 300 years ago.
400.
400 years ago. This is an important detail.
It is very important. I am very interested in this ship. This is a historical document.
Yeah. So
Never mind.
this, for our timeline, roughly, this is about 100 years into our long-distance space travel as humanity, right? We traveled, did the 40 years or so, our version of slow travel to get to Alpha Centauri. Alpha Centauri had the first jump sphere we ever found, and we started to explore from there. About 50 years after that, we started sending ships. We figured out how this thing works, so we're like, cool, let's fling ourselves around the galaxy. Volunteers? And of course, humans were like, I got this. Hold my beers. All of them. Actually, I need those. They're coming with me. So, at about 100 years into our long-distance space travel, we are 50 years into using jump spheres, and this ship, the Gopher Broke, has disappeared. And we went, well, everyone on there volunteered, so, oh well. We kind of thought we knew how it would work out. It did not go that way, and we moved on.
Thanks, unpaid interns.
Yep.
It was sort of a SETI and forgetty.
Yeah. Got him. He's so proud of himself.
I am.
If you're
I'm
not,
evil.
if you're just listening, I highly recommend check this timestamp and go look at the video just for Nick's face and Clara's face, because he's pleased and she's in physical pain.
Why do I do this show with you guys?
You came here on purpose of your own free will.
I play multiple games with the people at this table.
I was about to say, because I'm adorable.
That part's true.
I need to go to therapy.
Everyone should go to therapy.
Everyone should go to therapy, but I think I need to call my therapist.
So, also worth noting, around that time, so the Gopher Broke sailed, I misspoke last time as I was re-listening, did not sail with sapient AIs because we didn't know about sapient AIs yet. It sailed with very sophisticated robot AIs that were essentially sentient, like very smart animals, but to our knowledge were not people, right? Fully people. Because it was about 200 years into long-term space travel that the AIs, artificial synthetic beings.
Phobots.
Yeah, the descendants of our own computing technology, right? The first sort of species to descend from humanity, revealed themselves and said, we're here and we're not going anywhere, so we have our own digital country and you'll respect that. So
I'm getting Matrix vibes. Also, we just hit transhumanism. Is that the...
Well, no, I mean, they are AIs. They were born as AIs. They weren't human and became AIs. But humans made them. Right. So, so when their uprising was just them standing up and saying, hello, we're people and would like to be treated as such, and had the ability to back that up. So the idea that there would be sapient machines on this ship is wild. Now, some of the AIs did say when they announced themselves, they're like, yeah, we've been around for a little while. We've been kind of low key about it, but we're ready to have our digital country now, and you're going to let us do that. Thanks. Yeah, so I think that's all the recap of history that we need. So that's why it was very exciting to come out and salvage this ship. This ship is historically important. It is famous. And the people who found it will be paid great sums of money for showing it off and turning it in. And just the attention that will be showered upon them will be incredible and valuable. Assuming that they can turn this in.
I would settle for surviving.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm sure it's fine.
Now, you'll notice our friend Michelle was not able to join us tonight. She will be back soon. And I don't don't mind killing off a character if that's what happens, but I'm not going to do it when the player isn't here. So, Cece is about to get knocked out. Spoiler.
So you're saying I could have ensured my survival by calling in sick today?
Maybe. I'll just get you later.
It's like having the immunity charm.
Right.
Now, we had an initiative order before, but I didn't write it down, and I don't care. So we're going to re-roll it. Everyone roll for initiative, please.
What was our
That
initiative?
is your-
How do
algorithm?
we do that?
Yeah, how do we do
Your
that?
dex bonus plus your intellect bonus and 2d8. And there's no success fail on this 2d8 roll. It's just the total plus those bonuses. Boni, if you will.
I
Nailed
will
it.
not.
I got very distracted by Boni and forgot how to count. I'm at 11.
Okay.
I'm also at 11.
I'm going to write it down this time.
5. I'm at 6. I think I went way down in the order this time.
I think it was you at the top of the round,
Yeah.
but that's fine. You've gotten a little distracted.
Yeah.
Ursa, what are your total bonuses? Boni, excuse me.
1.
Okay,
One
what are
for
your
dex
total?
and 0 for
One.
God
Same
damn it.
thing. One for dex.
Roll,
zero for-
roll off.
just the 1 or both?
Yeah, just roll a d8. Yeah.
Not
Okay.
Is that a 5? It's
Yeah,
not.
yeah, that's a 1. You're
They
good.
should throw for
Okay,
it.
so it's going to go Max, Ursa. Oh, I guess I should roll for robots. That's
No, the robots don't
2d10.
need to go. The robots can sit quietly.
Y'all, I'm just reaching across and touching Joey's dice without having asked him first.
Look, that is an X card. I'm just telling you right now. I didn't put that in the lines, but that's in the lines. You
Dice
don't reach out
touching?
and touch my dice
Oh, see,
without permission.
I was just thankful that we have the capability to reach out and touch each other,
Yes.
It is nice.
and Joey's gonna never forget it.
Nope. This is my life, folks.
Okay,
I love you.
so the scene as we left it, Ursa had run up and what's the weapon called?
You just want me to say it, don't you?
Yeah.
It's a knuckle blaster.
Had knuckle blasted the ball robot between the legs.
Yes.
Okay.
If you're watching, sorry about that pantomime. I'm trying to communicate with our audience as well at the same time.
So, a couple legs came off. The robot took some damage. Oh, I did write down how much damage it took.
Thank you. I was gonna get really upset if
No, it was 27 because you have 29 hit points, and we were saying
Yeah, we almost
you had
took out
almost
me.
one-shotted an Ursa.
Yeah.
So that's cool. I should say Ursa. Ursa is a bear.
they
So-
come from the same kind of root, so
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Cool. I didn't know that.
it's just the Icelandic.
I'm
You
gonna
say
leave.
it's a root
North.
beer? A root beer?
root beer?
No,
You
no,
are within striking distance.
no one's gonna say that.
I've got nothing to lose, folks.
True. Okay, so it has taken some damage. Let's check in real quick. Ursa, what are your damage total? And in this version, I'm having you basically count up, your damage from 0, and you have your max is based on your physical stats added together is the max physical damage you can take, and your mental stats added together is the max stress you can take. If you take 10 or more on either track, you get a -1 to all your rolls. If you take 20 or more on either track, it's -2, and those stack with each other, so that's fun.
Oh, I'm not okay then.
The good news is there is a floor of -3 total. Like,
I'm about to get rapidly less effective.
okay, well, you can't roll lower than a -3. Like, that's, so, good job there.
I've taken 1 physical damage, and I've taken I've taken 9 mental health
Oh,
damage.
well, you have no minuses then.
Not yet.
Let's call it stress damage.
Yeah,
Yeah.
stress damage.
Okay, and
And don't forget that the robots have also taken, I think, 13 points of stress damage from mentally fighting me.
yeah, coding damage. Yeah,
Coding damage.
yep. Thank you. Max, what have you got?
So for someone who's impaled, I'm actually not doing too bad.
Right.
I have 4 health damage only, and 9 stress damage.
Yeah. Now, the impaling we did say is that, like, it kind of caught the meat, which is
Yeah.
quite painful, but you are not technically grievously wounded.
Right.
Right? Like, that's what that's meant
It's
to represent.
in there, but it's like,
Yeah.
it's icky, not hurty.
And
Yeah.
It's quite literally a flesh wound.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, I mean, we're going to get into that in a second.
I got a really weird piercing.
I do worry about the hygienic nature of this robot.
Yeah. Oh, and another reason I didn't put Cece on the initiative track is because her boot is magnetically attached to the spike that went through her foot.
Right.
So she's getting puny gotted and is quickly losing consciousness. But please take that in all the urgency that might imply to you, Satch and Irsa, as your friend is being whipped around like a rag doll. Your characters don't know that she can't die today.
I do love character creation in Traveler, so I cannot wait to do another round.
Actually, that's true.
Yeah.
This is super fun.
Of all games to do character creation every time.
Yeah. Okay. And Satch, what is your damage stat?
I have taken no health damage. My health is at 27. And my stress is highest at 19, but I've taken 5 stress.
Okay.
So I'm at 14.
Okay, so everyone's under 10 for every damage track. Okay, great. So let's go. Oh, Max is right at the top of the round, which is very convenient because we don't have to like cut scenes in the middle of the initiative track. Max,
Yeah.
and this is going to be a little bit out of time sync, y'all, because that you two are in bullet time. Max is not technically in combat right now.
He's in ouchie time.
Yeah.
I'm in timeout.
Max, do you think it's likely that you held on to your stunner?
I think it's likely.
I'm going to want you to roll on it.
Okay, that's fine. What would you like me to roll?
Actually, I'm going to let you roll your social standing bonus.
Oh.
Because this is a don't you know who I am.
Okay, I will take that.
I think that feels
I
right.
think it's also like a show must go on.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
You don't drop your prop.
Yeah, you
Any
flip your hair
skill?
back and you keep going.
Since it's a show must go on, is my performance skill of...
Certainly not. You grubbing RPGer.
I'm alone in a closet with a murderous robot. I'm going to take every advantage I can get.
Oh, you're coming out of that closet.
Weirdest 7 minutes of heaven.
Is it,
I
though?
was thinking the R. Kelly song. But
That's an 8 total on the dice, plus 2 is a 10.
All right. I'm going to give it... so that's a medium success in our system. 9 to 12 is a midland success.
Right.
So I'm going to give you a hard choice.
Okay.
You can hang on to it and take another physical damage, or oopsie it.
I'm going to hang on to it and take another physical damage.
Okay? Now, this thing speaks to you through your helmet. Also, you're getting weird vibrations of it through the spike in your body.
Okay.
And it essentially... Let's see, are you magnetized? Or no, you were free-floating, I think,
I was,
to
yeah.
get in here because you were in a hurry. So I'm going to say your mag boots are off, which is good because this thing would accidentally rip you apart.
Good.
But with one of its other... This one has 7 legs. It shoves the door the rest of the way open. And the spike that you're on, it sort of does like a come hither, because if you let that come out...
yeah, that's going to be bad. And,
your
yeah.
suit is going to be an issue at
Yeah.
that point, right? So I imagine that's the other reason I thought you might drop your stunner, is like to hold onto that spike and try to steady it. But it kind of backs away and is encouraging you to come along.
Well, I don't think I have much of a choice, so...
And it
There's always
says,
a choice.
"Oh no, it looks like you have an ouchie. Let's attend to that in your friend the captain's quarters."
Don't you think I should go to the nurse's office?
There's no nurse's office on this ship. You must be confused. Do you have a headache, nausea, or any dizziness?
No, but I'd like to go to the infirmary.
Oh, the captain's quarters are very well equipped. And it begins to sort of float you down the hallway on the end of the spike.
I don't think I have much of a choice, so we're gonna go along with it for now.
Do you want to try to use your stunner, or throw yourself off of it, or make any sort of...
Not yet, because I know I'm not terribly great with my stunner. I kind of want to see where it's going and what it has in the captain's quarters, and then maybe there's something in there I can use that'll help me get out of the situation. But for right now, we're gonna go with the flow and try not to bleed out.
Okay, now I don't want you to have to just blow up your turn and not get it. So is there something you would hold your turn, if this happens, you're going to do? Do you want to nominate some sort of situation?
Yeah, question. Nick, how does your neural link work?
Very well, thank you.
What exactly is its purpose?
The Neuralink it's primarily like a comm and a little bit of video system, and it has an autonomous computer
Okay.
as well, but it's mainly for communication.
And it is wired directly into his brain. There's a small external part, and then it's wired directly in for mental control.
Would it then be feasible for me to try to, with a computer's role, try to link my vocoder to the signal from his neural link?
Well,
because I know there was issues with the comms in the suits, but I'm wondering if bypassing that and going straight to the neural link from my vocoder might be a way of getting a message to him.
That's nothing.
Okay, I'm grasping at straws here.
I'm a yes and GM, but the one thing I would be open to is if this machine, I mean, it's a relatively fair guess to think that it might be jamming you. And if you wanted to try, you are now somewhat close to this device. And it's not like you have to open a panel and plug a wire in, right? You might be able to scan for Bluetooth connection or whatever.
Although if you did, I'm also plugged in. I have a wire plugged into the thing, so that might actually help on
that. So, but unrelated. So, no, there's no way to link your vocoder
to
his...
It was a long shot, yeah.
But if you wanted to try and hack into this thing, we could certainly do a computer check.
Yeah, let's try to do a hack.
Okay. I am going to just go ahead and apply a -1, even though you're not at 10 damage.
Okay.
You are... It's a skewer modifier.
Sure. All right, so then I'm just the flat roll, because I had a +1 for my computer.
Well, plus your well, I think we would apply intellect to this.
Both are at a 0, so
okay.
It's going to be a flat. Oh, thank God. That's a 14 on the dice.
Oh!
Nice.
Okay, a 13 plus is an outstanding success in this system. And yeah, in your scanning, you find what is essentially what's the word I want? A phased out bit of hardware that this robot isn't using anymore, but is still tucked away and physically attached to it. And you realize you can sort of remote power on, create some sort of connection, and your helmet still on backup power, by the way.
Yeah.
Because I don't remember how, just something happened that shorted out.
It was weird.
Max's
Some
suit.
freak accident.
Yeah. I'm a mean GM.
Deus Ex Machina.
Yeah. Maxius Machina?
Wow. Wow. Rude.
Max in the machine?
Max
or I guess it's the machine
in Max, currently. Yeah, look what you did.
I have some regrets.
Just sit there and think about that for a moment.
Yeah.
You know what you did.
Okay. So you have some access to this thing's systems, and it doesn't seem to have noticed.
Okay.
It's just this like little receiver that was deprecated. That's the software term I wanted. It has been like downgraded and sort of siloed off in part of this thing's hardware, which is probably it doesn't even realize that you've turned it on.
It's an appendix.
Yes.
Like a human appendix.
Yes.
Yeah. On a 14 plus or a 13 plus, I'm gonna ask what do you want to do with that connection? Because it comes up and it's so old. You know, I think that even occurs to you. You're like, oh, let's go through some of those older formats, right? And then you find this wireless connection. Your helmet, you know, this like text starts scrolling up your screen. Max, the secret nerd. What do you want to do with that?
Can I see any way of accessing the comms on my companion suits? Or can I see other...
When you said companion, I thought you were talking about the robot at first. I was like,
No.
I mean, I don't think you guys are even really friends. I don't know if companion is...
Well, I mean, we've gotten pretty attached. The other option would be seeing if there are any other live systems, aka other robots, that I could project through to communicate. One of those two.
Okay. You have a good access level. To make this next level of connection... Yeah, no, you pick up that there is a network that is using some sort of format that you don't understand.
Okay.
It's not a radio. It's not some sort of wideband Wi-Fi or something. It's just a format you don't understand. And it is you're able to sort of like peek in through the window of how this robot works and how it's connected to the ship.
Okay.
And what you're seeing is a lot of stuff that you sort of barely understand. You have +1 computers. Is that your thing? So, you know, you have a nearly professional level of coding experience, but which no fan will ever find out about.
Not even a little bit.
But the machine that is walking you back to Captain Montgomery's cabin is linked to some sort of network. And I think on your next turn, you could probably try to access that.
Okay, cool. Sounds good.
What?
I'm definitely not looking at the Central Supply catalog for fun toys later.
Okay, cool.
That's what it's called. I was trying to look that up.
Well, Ursa, you're next on initiative order. What do you got for me?
So we established that the knuckle blasters are one-time use.
Yeah, then they gotta be reloaded.
Yeah, okay, and I'm not going to take the time to reload. So my question for you is, the legs that I have dislodged, would you consider that more like a whip situation or a club situation?
Probably whip, because they're so long. They're 4 knucklers, I'll remind you. And each segment is maybe like 18 inches long.
So I can look up whip. I don't know if it's on here. Anti-armor flail is an option. It has sort of a similar quality to it.
What's the damage roll on that?
4D, but it's timeline 8. It's tech level 8.
Yeah, I think I'd be open to a... Does it mention an armor piercing rating?
Yeah.
Yeah, armor piercing. 5.
Of 5? Yeah.
Yeah, it does say 1 use.
Yeah. So I'm gonna say,
but I think that's because
yes,
it has a specific like. Thing
but I
to go
don't.
with
We
it.
can't put it at 4D because this is an improvised weapon. But 3 with 3 of the armor piercing.
Awesome, possum.
Also, I forgot this afternoon. I had come up with a better description of these robots. A better analogy is like the Omnidroids from The Incredibles, with
okay.
more legs. Right, legs top and bottom, and just all the way around. But yeah, just this round sphere-ish thing with too many legs. So
yeah, I'm gonna use that. I
okay.
think.
Yeah. So if you want to whip it,
Whip it good.
yeah.
Yeah.
What have you got for a combat skill there?
I've got both unarmed and
Well-
weapon melee at 1.
Yeah, this is going to be a weapon, and I think we're going to have to roll it at a -1.
Oh, because it's improvised?
Yeah, this
I-
thing's weird.
Wanted to say that, so I was like, do I have a feat for that? This is the wrong game.
Yeah. But you
Polyamory.
can certainly add your strength bonus.
Oh, definitely. I want to take polyamory next. So I'm adding my strength, which is 2, which is +2, to 3d6 plus
Well, no, it's first 2d8 to hit.
2d8 to hit.
You got to make contact first.
Plus
Yeah.
my strength.
Yeah.
That's an 18. No, 17.
Oh my.
15 plus 2. Yeah.
Yeah.
I can do
17?
basic math.
That is quite good. So, yes, you make excellent contact with it. It's not going to be able to counterattack in that kind of moment. And I think also we had just seen it shy away from the wall that the Brosnia is docked at.
Okay.
I don't think you understood why. Satch, you understood it to be in conjunction with your ship doubling your broadcast.
Right.
To try to connect with this thing. Also, Nick, can we switch to our map view?
Of course.
I think it's the first one, the close-up one. Oh, no, that's the far-out one, sort of big picture.
Oh, they somehow did not do the right thing. Oh, you know why? Because we're doing it like this, aren't we?
Oh, well, I think the other one, maybe if we unhide in map view 2.
There
Yeah,
it
I
is.
think it's that one. Hey, okay. Thank you for pulling that up.
Yeah.
So here's a close-up of the corridor that we're in. They docked about the middle of the big ship and spilled that into this corridor. The corridor is essentially octagonal, regular spacing of the sides of this thing, and didn't really have an up or down. It was built by people who were used to being in 0G, and the floor here does not align with the direction of the engines, so there's no version of this hallway being under gravity, right? So it was never meant to be, and we'll just operate with that in mind. So, Irsa, you swing this leg around, and I'm going to give you an option. You can roll the 4D if you want, or you can put the wave in the whip at just the last second and actually spike the thing as a grapple.
I would like to make a giant robot flail.
Okay, so let's just keep the 3D then. We're going to have the 3 AP. I know what its armor is, so I'll do the math in my head.
Okay.
Well, actually, you'll just discover what the armor is in a moment.
All right. Oh, God, I hate this part. All right.
And those are 3d6, right?
Yep. That is 11. And then...
Okay, and I'm ignoring 5 of my armor. So, because you have AP3 is what I
I
gave
have
you.
AP3.
And you rolled 11. All right, I'm taking 6 damage.
Yeah, I understand that there's a lot of other things to take account in this battlefield. Ursa, however, understands make things stop moving now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think also it was, you kind of picked up that this thing had flinched and was a little distracted, and you took an opportunity there to spike its own leg back into it, which, as from The Incredibles, is the primary way to defeat it.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. Now, is that now unusable, or do I now have...
well, yeah, you've got a fish on a line.
Amazing.
Yeah. So we're going to see who wins that strength contest.
Oh, dear. I'm suddenly less confident.
However, in doing so, it has dropped Cece, who is now just sort of floating down the hall. Not very fast, but...
Okay. We'll keep an eye on that,
But she
too.
really looks like her... everyone has sort of vitals on the outside of their suit. It's like a standard, just safety feature. And she is showing vital signs, right?
Excellent.
So her
So how
suit
much-
is working, and she's not dead.
How much damage did it take?
It took 6.
6 points. Okay. I'm just not keeping track of
Yeah,
anything.
we're just munchkinning it. Yeah, it's fine.
Excuse you.
The good news is, though, I've taken over 30 damage, which means I'm going to be rolling -3 to some of my, well, plus my skills, but, I'm taking 3 off of my skill rolls. Just in time for my action.
So is Cece, drifted down the hallway?
A little bit. Let me update the map a little. Yeah, she's drifted past you, Satch. And Yrsa, I have you kind of up by the corner of this thing, and Satch, you're still near the defunct airlock.
Yes.
That hopefully will get working eventually.
Hopefully.
After we kill this one murderous robot.
And find Max wherever the hell he got to.
Well, he's probably safe. It's good he's not in this mess. He wouldn't be any help.
It's true.
It's fine. I'm just relaxing in Tahiti.
Mm-hmm. It's a magical place. Can't do that online. All right, so the bot. Oh boy, it's gonna have to. It still wants to split its attention between Satch and Yrsa because it has been assaulted by Satch's mind and Yrsa's hands.
It's been assaulted by its leg.
Yeah,
I had nothing to do
you
with
knuckle
it.
blasted that ball
I knuckle blasted that ball.
and knocked 2 of its legs off.
Yeah.
You have its attention. Actually, I think it's going to go ahead and prioritize you.
You've got the brawn, I've got the brains, let's make lots of money.
All right.
Oh God.
So, we'd established that I don't want the bad guys to roll dice. So I'm going to have you roll something as a defense roll, Yrsa. Let's have you roll. Yeah, okay, so since this thing, you want to keep the spike stuck in it, so I'm going to consider you don't currently have a melee weapon. Right?
No, I do have a backup on the floor though, or floating. I'm not quite sure where it is.
But not currently on
Not
you.
in my hand.
Yeah. All right, so I'm going to give you a choice of your melee unarmed or athletics roll. They will have slightly different results.
Melee unarmed.
Okay.
It's just a higher.
Okay, and if you want to try to overpower it with a chance of turning the damage back on it, you'll roll with your strength bonus. But of course, if that goes poorly, you have not really gotten out of the way of anything. You're just trying to overpower
I
it.
assume I'm also in the way of it anyway, and I'd rather it hit me than Satch, who is a little bit distracted, or Cece, who's squishy.
The way that we have it lined up, if folks want to check out our map, if it goes past you, it's going to hit the wall behind you. Okay? So if you want to use your dex bonus and are successful, you could clean avoid any damage, but there's no chance of a counterattack.
I'll take the hit anyway.
Okay, so strength bonus
Yeah.
plus your melee bonus is a total of +3 minus how much? You haven't taken damage yet. Enough
I haven't
damage.
taken enough damage. I am
Okay.
1 point away from taking enough
Well,
damage.
let's see what happens.
So, we gambling. I'm upset now.
Also, my new favorite thing is having players roll their own damage.
12 plus 3. So
15?
15.
Oh my.
Yeah.
Okay. So, in this case, this thing comes at you, and you manage to, parry, counterattack, and get in there.
I kind of want one of these for training later. Lots of arms, lots of movement. Honestly, it's kind of a nice exercise.
Yeah. I
Zero
think...
G.
All right, so you could either put yourself in a position to restrain this thing, significantly, or, and I mean, it's not done fighting, right? Or you could do 2D damage and bypass its armor.
I'm looking at how much damage we've done to it and wondering if it's better to
We've
put
done 33 physical damage to it so far.
Yeah, but it's made of metal.
It is.
I don't know what its cap is.
Well, for context, I did say it doesn't have 100 hit points, right? Now, there's a big range from 33 to 100.
So somewhere between 33 and 100. okay, I'm trying not to use meta knowledge that Joey's not going to help, the Max is not going to help us, and Cece's out, and I know that.
Yeah.
Satch looks busy.
Is very focused, yeah, and not really very able to defend himself right now.
Restraining it isn't going to do anything, because restraining it only works if someone else is going to help you.
Yeah.
So I think I have to keep dropping damage on it until it stops moving.
Okay.
I would, if possible, like to keep removing legs.
Okay, well, let's roll your 2D and see what happens.
7. You said 2 armor piercing?
No, I'm going to say but that bypasses the armor. So we're just putting 7 straight through.
Yeah, so now it's at 40.
It is at 40. And it is sparking.
Oh, excellent.
Something else I don't think I had mentioned, there is, so where you had jammed the spike end of the leg back into it, and the cracks from your knuckle blasting, in this metal sphere, there is a bit of blue light spilling out from it, which I don't know how well your character is familiar with various AI and technological beings, or if Satch would be able to even recognize that right now.
No, I don't think so. I think we talked about it,
Okay.
and I was just like, oh, okay.
Okay. For the viewers, we would know that that is a telltale sign of an actual, like, sapient robot being, I need a good term for this that is...
Not positronic brain?
Yeah, well, it's their quantitronic brain that... because it's based on quantum computing.
Yes, and if the court will read back this entire episode, this has all been in self-defense. Before we start getting into murdering sentient things, it came for us.
It did. Yeah,
Yes.
it absolutely did. Yeah.
In our Measure of a Man episode.
Yeah, in our Measure of Man episode.
Yeah.
I'm taking it out.
But, I mean, this thing isn't really behaving like a sapient being,
Yeah, no.
So... here we are.
It has stopped talking to me, which I greatly prefer.
Oh.
Oh, fuck.
No, it would have kept up its
That's
patter.
truly not any more helpful, though. Like, it's not making me want to listen to it more.
No, but it's going on about how, you'll, need to be restrained for your own safety, and, you're clearly out of your mind.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I've gone absolutely insane. No one else on this ship has gone as crazy as me.
Yeah.
Definitely. I'm definitely on board with whatever's happening here.
Yeah, this robot is a gaslighting asshole.
Yeah.
So, yeah, there are sparks and grinding sounds and all kinds of bad news. There is also like a bit of smoke filling the hallway, which is moving in a really strange way because it's not in gravity and there's not any airflow. But it is like spread it, like as it comes out of the machine, it's like dissipating because there's no pressure in here, right? So it's just like spewing out in a really weird way.
I have a question for you.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, it still has legs, so it'll probably catch itself. What's the likelihood of, kicking it down the hall?
Oh yeah, it still has 3 legs.
Yeah, okay,
so.
I'm gonna remove some more legs before I
Yeah.
try that. Good to know.
But yeah, no, you've done a lot of damage to this thing.
I'm about to play handball with myself. I said it.
Okay.
You can clip it. I don't care. I do. Please don't.
All right. That was the bot's turn. Satch.
Okay. So what exactly is the state of our mental combat?
Mental
combat. Amazing. Although I just pictured a Mortal Kombat cast of characters, but all
Playing chess.
mental Olympiads. With like mathletes.
So, Mortal Kombat players.
Oh boy. Okay. The state where we left it was you were trying to make contact with this thing. You had made some headway. And then your ship joined in because it was like, oh, you're having trouble connecting to this device. I will help connect to the device.
Right.
That your ship is not a sapient or even sentient. It's just a pretty smart computer.
Right.
Right? And it's like, it looks like you're trying to, shippy.
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 Oh, man. You're going to break my brain, but I'm trying to do Shippy with a Russian accent, and it's just like... maybe.
Chippy.
It looks like you need trouble connecting.
Okay.
I am reinforcing signal.
So, the one thing you're noticing is that the actual device that was broadcasting to you is losing broadcast power, and presumably its receiver is also losing power, but it's just turned down a lot. And so some of the minuses that I was applying before for the modem sound screaming in your brain, that is turned down in volume, and we're not going to have any minuses from that.
Okay. Am I completely focused on this task, or could I try and do something else as well?
What do you want to do?
I was thinking that if it was secure, I might try and shoot it with a laser pistol.
Yeah, it is fairly secure, but it's not restrained, so it's still, a shot. It'd be just a regular shot with no special bonuses or minuses. CC is kind of behind you and to the right as she's just drifting that way down the hallway, so she's not in danger of being hit. And Yrsa, it's hard to imagine Yrsa getting hit. I mean, you'd have to roll really low for that to happen. It's basically impossible.
Hi.
Bring it.
I feel like the mental combat has been fairly effective. Mm-hmm. So maybe I will keep that tack as well, since Yrsa seems to have a physical handle on it.
Sure.
Literally at this point.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
Oh, now just to make sure I have the mental image of this right, Yrsa, I was imagining as this thing was attacking you with its 3 remaining legs, and you have a hold of the one that is spiked into it, I imagined you kind of moving around the one that's spiked into it and kind of using that as a pivot point, but not letting go of it.
Oh, no, yeah. Well,
Yeah.
probably even if she can with just the one hand and kind of parrying with the other hand.
Yeah.
She's a boxer. This is actually fairly
Yeah, or I mean, you could
standard
use
shit.
it's spiked as in. There's a lot of loose bit
Yeah.
that you can use as a defensive tool.
For sure, yeah.
So okay, I just want to make sure we had this. That's a very cool image in my mind.
It's excellent.
I'm loving this.
It's since it's a 4-knuckler, you've got essentially nunchucks that are...
Yeah.
Which is way, my brain said
three-sectional
Batla,
stuff.
and I was so upset again. I have a vendetta against that very
Yeah,
specific
that's a
weapon.
very weird design of a weapon.
It
I'm
makes
with
No
you.
sense.
Yeah.
It makes me so angry.
I'm with you on that one.
It is a warrior's weapon.
No,
It is
It's fucking nonsense.
It's gonna remove your fingers. Enjoy.
Okay, so
So, yes, I will continue to, with the help of Shippy, I will continue to hammer it with my mind to get it to stand down.
okay. Oh, and I want to make sure I've set the scene correctly. The grinding noises, the sparks, the sparks and smoke are emerging into an airless environment and dispersing in bizarre ways, right? There is some ashy debris in the air, but it's not really impeding your vision. The grinding noises, only Yrsa's hearing that because you are in physical contact with it and you can hear machinery inside, it's echoing in your suit. You don't actually hear Satch. You don't hear the physical machinery breaking down.
Okay.
But let's. So you're making a computers check?
I'm trying to remember what we called this before.
Well, my instinct is.
I feel like we were doing electronics.
Yeah, electronics is I think what's covered. What covers computers.
Yeah, because computer is the specialty of the electronics.
Yeah. So it would be electronics, which it doesn't look like you're trained in.
I am.
Oh, I
don't think you updated that when we did the other skills.
Oh, that's right. We did. Yeah, we did all that follow-up stuff. Okay, great. So, let's roll electronics, and we're in less emergency, so I'll let you choose education or intellect.
Sure, whatever.
Same bonus.
Yeah.
Okay, what's the total?
Oh boy, I'm glad I didn't shoot.
Maybe you would have rolled better if you shot the laser.
It's true. Let's see. So it was a 4.
Okay, a 4 if a computer. If the hypothetical laser blast.
Hypothetical laser blast would have been an 11.
Oof. Okay.
But 4, I believe, is a full-on fail.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. 8 minus is our, with apologies to Traveler, low roll. All right. So you direct your equipment to try to, well, like really like override this thing.
Yeah, I've been trying to get it to stand down, like turn it off.
Okay. There's actually a real world hacking term called spiking, where you try to, like if somebody is connected to your system illicitly, you can try to spike their machine. It doesn't actually make a computer catch on fire like it does in the movies, but you can like fuck up someone's connection, and
it fries their neural jack.
I did forget that this is plugged into your brain.
Yeah, I'll give that to you. I was thinking Shadowrun, but yes, I'm also
Yeah.
Can I have the ship when you're dead?
So, a couple things
I
happen.
think Cece is the next level of admin on the ship roster.
I don't know how to fly it.
You get an overwhelming, just sharp impulse as this like computer interface is really working overtime in your brain. It's overheating, and you get a like kind of like it makes your muscles twitch, right? Because your brain is not supposed to be this hot.
Right.
So
I'll just take off my helmet.
yeah,
cool.
You'll cool right off.
In the last Traveler game, I did look up how hot you needed to get a brain to melt it, and I'm trying to remember what that number is.
We don't need to melt it.
No, I'm just curious.
Okay.
Or I was just curious last game.
Yeah, it's like a very minor seizure,
Okay.
right? So, but it's enough that you rip the cable out of the panel, and your broadcast connection to the ship, like you are completely silent in your helmet. Like there's no connection to anything. The machine is not screaming in your mind either, but you're like none of your.
Did I white out? Am I not able to see as well?
No, you can see.
Okay.
And your suit has power, but there's no external communications happening.
Okay.
So, that's bad. And I'm going to have you roll it. That's 2D stress.
Okay.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
Just roll low.
I rolled average.
Okay. 7?
Yeah.
Okay. What's that put you at?
That puts me at 7 stress.
Oh, that's your first stress.
No, that's going down. Oh, so counting up?
Yeah.
You want them counting up.
Yeah, it's easier that way.
12 stress.
Okay, so now we know you're over 10.
Yeah.
And, yeah. It's easy. I think it'll be easier ultimately to count up to whatever your max is. Because then...
It'll make the 10s easier.
Yeah, everybody hits 10 or 20 the same way. Versus like, well, for Satch, minus 10 is 22, and then 12, that's too much. I'm not that much of a monster. So, I think... all right, so yeah, that puts you into -1 territory. And... But I do want to reinforce, though, that this is not really physical damage, right? You had a minor overload, and it made your body twitch, but that's done, right? It
Mental health is still health.
That's not what we're talking about. We're talking about brain health.
That may be worse.
Okay. So, but I intentionally didn't have you roll physical damage, okay? This is about being frightened, out of control, disconnected from everyone and your ship.
Okay.
Right? In this, I think, objectively scary situation.
100%.
So that's what I was having you roll stress for.
Okay. Now, what happens, because we haven't discussed this, I have a pretty good idea what happens when you run out of health points. Mm-hmm. What happens when you run out of stress?
It'll depend on the situation.
Okay.
You might kind of lose control. But losing control in a like really stressful social situation is
different
from losing
control when you're being attacked by killing
Right.
nanny robots.
Right. Or it could also be getting knocked out, right?
Okay.
Where you haven't really taken physical damage, but you've gotten banged around or whatever. But I just thought of stress damage as essentially experiencing secondhand embarrassment, which is a very real, palpable thing that that I understand, and it feels worse now. I wish I hadn't thought of that, but here we are. Anyway, for GMs at home, have your players roll the damage that they're taking. It's fun. Okay.
Do not like.
So, that was Satch. That means we're back to the top of the round. Max.
Hey.
All right. So, Max, you made a successful connection with your bot. Oh, that's right. I needed you to roll. Sorry, your bot was also dealing with you on the bot's turn.
Oh, okay.
All right. So, what is happening on the bot's turn? It is essentially grappled you,
Yeah.
or your gut grappled its spike,
Sure.
I guess. Real good.
Kind of symbiosis.
Yes. How long have you been working on that?
Actually, just now.
Wow.
Yeah.
I love it.
Very good.
Okay, so the robot's turn is maintaining the grapple and moving. All right, so if you wanted to resist any of that, you can roll on it, or
Not
just
resisting
go
at
with
the
it.
moment because I'm still kind of like analyzing the information I'm getting and see what my best course of attack would be in
Yeah.
dealing with it. So I'm gonna let it take the lead for now.
Okay, now for it's worth noting, right, that as you're moving along and you're not trying to do anything about it, like a couple more legs come to like steady you. They don't spike into you. It's like the flat, like the side of the spike
Sure.
is stabilizing you so you don't wiggle around because it's now worried about your medical emergency.
Good. I'm glad it's worried.
You're experiencing an accident. Yeah.
Remain calm.
Yeah. So, yeah, it is technically trying to be helpful. In that it is actively not trying to hurt you.
Thank you, Mummy Dearest Spot.
Yeah. It breaks your legs for your own good. So, also, if you're not trying to get out of it or anything, it can move its full speed, which is all the way back to... You actually didn't get very far from the captain's
I know.
quarters.
Oh, I know.
We had rolled on it. He went the wrong way when he ran, and then doubled back on that. And captain's quarters are still the closest place with the most advanced medical supplies. So, when you approach I think you had just hot-wired the door open, right?
Yeah.
Captain's quarters. And when you'd open the door, there was no like air pressure release or anything like that.
Right. It was just all still.
But as you approach the door, it's sort of like half back of where it was, like kind of where it's supposed to be.
Okay.
Like you had to shove it open, and then it rolled, like slid back to halfway or so. When this thing reaches out to move the door, you feel/hear it make a psh sound effect with its like speakers.
Are you telling me the robot is making its own pew pew noises?
Yes.
Okay.
It's watched too much Star Trek. Doors are supposed to go.
And so it moves the door open with the sound effect, moves inside, and it then makes a noise that you like. It takes you're like, what the? Oh, that's like recognize someone in the room, turn on the lights, like like that kind of like noise.
Sure.
And then sort of absently, like one, I don't, it's like even kind of hard for you to see what happens, but one claw reaches back and you feel the vibration, which is unfortunate, of it like slamming the door shut, but it just makes that exact same psh sound as it's pretending things are working.
Yeah. Yeah. That's real cute.
And then it's approaching a thing on the wall that is the classic, like, Red Cross symbol of, first aid supplies. And it says, okay, let's get you out of that suit.
Ah! No. No.
Well, we can't treat those wounds with you in your suit. So I'm going to leave it there.
Okay.
And Max, it is your turn.
Yeah. Great. No, these are my special PJs. I need to keep these on so I can go to sleep.
Oh, that's good. Max,
Uh-huh.
I'm going to let you roll deception
Okay.
with your social standing.
Yes.
Because if Max is full of anything, it's shit.
What is that? It's an 8 plus 9, 10, 11.
Okay. The mid-range,
Right?
let's see. So it responds. Now, are you physically resisting what it's doing?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
I don't want my suit to come off, so
Okay.
if it's going for that, I'm definitely going to physically resist. But trying to do it in a calm way.
Okay. So you're going to have to make a choice here.
Okay.
It does say, and this is also through your comms, it did not make the door noise through your comm.
Yeah.
You just heard that through the vibration of its speakers, which don't have anywhere to broadcast to, right? Like, there's no air in here. The speakers basically don't work, but they're still, like, vibrating.
Yeah.
Right? And it says, oh, well, we can't take you out of your PJs. Well, we'll just have to make do. And it is currently, like, angling as if to kind of, like, pin you against the wall like a butterfly, right?
Okay.
Like, you're already pinned.
Sure.
But it's just, like, going to hold you there so you don't float away. And this is the time where you're going to have to do something about it. Because if it pins you to the wall, you're going to stay there.
Yeah.
So, either we have to do something to the bot, you have to hoist yourself off of your petard,
Right.
or something else.
Sure.
But it has hesitated because the pajamas are so important.
Right.
And
So when I accessed its computer systems, did I find any kind of kill switch in the programming? Like, turn it off, reset to factory settings?
you find, you found what the like disabled code of that, and the sort of cobbled together remnants of kind of like what Satch found last time, is that the code of this thing looks and acts a lot more like some sort of exoskeletal support aid, and there isn't like robot code in what you're reading.
Okay.
Right? There's no like autonomous command list. There's no sort of context for what's happening. You could like mess with its physical motion pretty easily. If we want to try to dig deeper than that, we'll have to dig deeper. But the things that are immediately available to you are its physical capacity to move.
Okay. Well, yeah, I can somehow disable its awful stabby arm so it doesn't pin me against the wall. I would be happy with that.
Okay. Let's roll computers.
Okay.
I'm gonna have you add intellect.
Doesn't help.
I-
Stupid intellect.
Yeah. Well, education and intellect
Yeah,
are the
they're
same
all the
for you,
same,
so
yeah.
that's fine.
Oh my god. That is 11, 12.
Okay. Are you at a minus yet?
Nope.
It wouldn't matter because it's 9 to 12 is the mid range. Okay, so this thing, is confused, and it actually does like tap the wall with the spike that is out the back of you. Mm-hmm. But then the arm, which was supposed to just kind of lock into place there while it moves around and grabs a bunch of other things with its 6 other legs, it just kind of floats away from the wall a little bit.
Okay.
And there is like if you slid off the spike, there's room for you to get away. And it is pretty busy, like opening cabinets, and it's very precise in putting things together. A couple of the spikes split open into a 4-pronged, digit manipulator kind of thing.
Okay.
But then the other 5 legs are still like just pointy spike.
But I'm still in the issue of if I slide off this thing, I am now exposed to lack of oxygen, right?
Well, I mean, there would be some decompression. The spikes are, like an inch in diameter, something like that. So it's not great, but it's not like, well, I mean, you would be dead,
Yeah,
right?
I was trying to figure out exactly what kind of diameter we're working here. Okay.
Yeah. Like the width of a microphone stand.
Got it.
Right?
Yeah.
So not great, but also not, a major barrel through your gut. So I think that's where we'll leave that for now.
Okay.
You're in trouble. You've mitigated that trouble, but not well.
Yeah.
But you bought yourself some time.
Story of my life.
Irsa, what have you done?
Let's see. I'm going to keep hitting it. I want it to go down. I just need it to stop moving.
Yeah, so you have plenty of options. You could try to wing it around with the flail. Depending on how that goes, it might come loose.
It coming loose isn't the worst thing because then I can just stab it again.
Yes, correct.
It's either let go of that one, grab the next one, and stab that into it. I need it to stop.
Yeah.
Can I puny god it?
Maybe. It only has 3 legs left, and at least one of them has been trying to stab you.
I noticed.
So that means it only has 2 points of contact.
Can I grab its other leg and then puny god it?
Well, that leg is under a lot of power. Okay. I don't think you can arm wrestle this thing. But if
I'm gonna keep trying.
If you can catch it off balance, pull it off of its last 2 points of contact, then yeah, it's free floating just like you are, and it doesn't have jets or anything. So it's not Mr. Handy from Fallout.
I think in this case, the fastest way to make it less of a problem is going to be continue removing legs under its power. I'm going to keep the other one in there.
Okay.
I want to do so. Yeah, I'm going to keep hitting and
Okay, so now we removed legs with the knuckle blaster.
That's true.
Right. Human strength is not going to be enough to just like yoink a leg out of the socket.
I know.
So we'll need some kind of trick if we're going to pull that off.
In that case, I want to just keep doing damage to it, and I think either the best way is to puny god it or to. I can't punch it. Punching it's not going to do anything.
Not much. It has so much armor.
It has
versus
so much
a
armor.
punch.
I
Yeah.
do have a couple pistols on me, and I have the stun fists.
Another option is
It does have another leg on the floor.
if you want to try to you could grab the other loose leg. It's floating, right?
Yeah.
You'd have to go towards Satch to do that. It's kind of floating back in that direction. Not very quickly, but you're also currently grappling with this thing, so it'd be like a little bit of a stretch to go get it. Another option would be to leg vice and try to shove that spike further into it, like the
Okay.
I'm just throwing out
No,
options.
yeah, I think its own legs seem to be doing real great against it. I'm taking that out of Incredibles, so
yeah, I mean, if it worked for them.
yeah. Recreate everything you see in movies.
Okay,
kids.
so we're gonna try a grapple. That means I want your strength bonus.
versus mine.
It's going to be your strength bonus plus unarmed. I think that's fine.
Okay. That is a 3.
Yeah.
That'll bring me to 3, yeah. Again, this is the thing that I do.
What's your damage total?
I didn't take damage that last time either. I'm still at... how much damage I can take altogether? Or...
No, how much have you taken?
No, wait, hold on. I can't do basic math. I'm so sorry. 11.
Okay.
Wait, Yes. No.
You've
9.
taken 11.
9. I've taken 9.
Okay.
Sorry,
Can we
I was
jot
at
that
11.
down somewhere?
I
where it's
did. I put it down
objective?
here.
Okay. Great. Okay. 9 is not at a minus yet. We'll see how that goes.
Lazo took 10.
Oh, okay.
I was looking at SP.
Okay, so you are at -1.
Yeah, I'm at -1.
So you'll roll with +2.
I'm going to erase this one. That is very confusing.
And because you are just actively trying to outmuscle this thing, I'm going to apply a -2
That's fine.
for the difference in strength.
That's fine.
So you're rolling +0. Mm-hmm. It's a good thing you have a massive melee bonus. Like that's
That's an 11,
okay.
which is a mixed
+0.
success.
Yeah, that's a mixed
Okay.
success. So you are gonna get to roll 1d of like physical damage no matter what. All right, and it's basically bypassing the armor.
It's already in there.
Right. If you want to roll more than that, you will risk the same amount to you.
I'll take what I can get. I'm just going to do the 1.
Okay, like if you want to roll 2d, we'll roll the like you'll take 1d. Does that make sense?
I have to get to another -10 before I'm... Yeah, actually, I'll do it. I'll do 2D.
Okay. Or you could deal 3d and roll 2d versus you.
No. I'm going to do 2 dice
Look
of
who's
damage.
careful and cautious.
It occurs to me, I know that Satch is doing a lot, but we are down to people who can do anything to this particular problem. And I don't know it, but there's a problem coming down the way.
It's me. I'm problems.
Yes. You always are. All right, so 2 dice for damage,
Yeah, and you're going to take 1, is what that means.
but I get to roll that 1 dice.
Or someone else can roll it if you want.
No, we're good.
Okay.
So that's 10 damage to it.
Okay, I want you to roll one of those for your damage.
I'll take the one that rolled a 6.
Okay.
2 damage to me.
Okay, that's fair. This thing sputters, and the like weird lights coming out of it go dark, and it quits.
Oh, thank God. Cool. Amazing.
Yeah,
That's
the legs kind of just go. The 3 remaining legs just kind of drift. I think you like in the tension of like not realizing that it's dead. You sort of like bump against the ceiling, whatever that means, right? Like you just bump against the surface of the hallway, and you're like, oh, die.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna. I if I can, I'm gonna push the thing all the way through.
Yeah. Yeah,
just
sure.
finish the job there.
Uh-huh.
Is it still talking?
No.
Okay. Cool.
But its external speakers do go.
Cool. Okay. Passed out CC. What does Satch look like?
Satch?
Satch is a little bit shaken. He is away from his position by the wall.
Oh yeah, you can see like dangling cords out of the. Is it your left gauntlet?
Yeah, my left gauntlet. And as he's sort of floating back in the direction of CC, but like you can see his face. He looks like he's there.
I give you the dive, like. Okay.
I give a thumbs up back, and
Yeah. And to be clear, you two can't hear each other right now.
And
so
again,
yes,
dive.
no, I know that was great. That was a great note, and I just
Cool.
wanted to be clear about that for the listener as well.
So what I would do then at this point, seeing that thing is no longer a threat, is retrieve CC, and I'm going to put her by the airlock and engage her magnetic boots,
Yeah,
so that she's not going to float away anywhere. She'll be here when she revives
Yeah.
if we're not here.
Now, one of the problems that Cece's facing, and her ankle cuff has sealed, but her foot is exposed.
Ooh.
Okay.
The spike went through her foot
Okay.
and boot.
Okay. So the first thing I do immediately is apply a suit patch.
Okay. Let's do, I think it's a, what do we call that, mechanics?
Medic?
Medic when we get her suit off.
Right.
Yeah.
I think in the central supply catalog, it looked like the suit patches were just slap 'em on.
Oh, okay. Yeah, actually that makes perfect sense. You're not under fire right now, and yeah. You
Okay.
apply suit patch, top and bottom of the boot, and it, seals itself up.
Right. So I guess I'll probably just use the one magnetic boot. She'll
Yeah.
be sort of floating by one foot.
Yeah, and her, you can pull up like the digital readout on her like chest monitor, and it, is showing like she's experiencing shock and some blood loss, but it's not like actively dying.
Right.
Right.
Okay. So once I get her kind of set aside, I'm going to go to. Boy, that doesn't work in real time, does it? Anyway.
Yeah, it's a little laggy.
I'm going to go ahead and go over to Girsa and do the, like, is there a, like, jack that we can plug into each other? Or do we do, like, the helmet-to-helmet vibration?
You would have that if you hadn't ripped the cables out of your arm. But if you want to put your face plates together, that'll work fine.
Hot.
Currently, yeah, that's fine.
So I will lean...
Yell.
Yeah, helmet to helmet, so we can just hear the vibration going through there.
Yeah.
I'll say...
You don't even have to yell. Like, that's like a pretty effective way to communicate it. It just sounds like echoey.
Mm-hmm.
We need to find Max.
I was going to ask. Okay. Which way?
We were this way, and that is where I lost him.
Okay.
I came back down the hall. He was not here. So, you have a weapon, yes?
I'm gonna help myself to another one of those legs. I'm not gonna dismantle it. I'm just gonna take the other one.
Yeah, the
that I
loose
knocked
one
off.
that
The
was...
loose
Yeah,
one.
yeah.
Yeah. When you ask, you have weapons, and she like kicks off, floats over to the other one. It's like, yeah.
It actually would be, now that you're out of combat, it'd be pretty easy to like unbolt and just take the stabby bit if you don't want the all four knuckles of it.
Can I get to take 2 knuckles?
Sure.
I just want that hinge.
Yeah, it's a pretty simple machine at that
Yeah.
point, so.
I take both.
Take both what?
2 legs got dislodged?
Yeah, one of them is stuck halfway through.
Oh, I pushed it all the way through.
Okay, well then it's, the whole leg is like inside the body of the
Oh,
robot.
darn. Oh, it is big, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Well, in that case,
Like
I'll
bigger
just
than a
take-
beach ball.
I just want to help myself to 2 of those pointy things.
Yeah, okay.
Awesome, thanks. Yeah, no, I've... and I'll kick off and head the way...
When you detach, so the first one that you detach is just a pure solid metal spike. The other one that you detach, like when you unclip it, the like lack of hydraulic pressure causes it to like open a little bit, like the one that we saw with Max.
Yeah.
So it's like kind of loosey goosey actually. Like what? How do I like go back into position?
Just like,
Yeah,
Cool.
like that.
awesome. Extra whippy. I don't want to leave CC here, but also...
I don't... If we...
I mean, pretty easy to bring her along.
I don't want to separate again.
I think you're right. I will carry, and I will provide cover fire. I unholster the gun finally.
Yeah,
Yeah.
your laser rifle.
We both have guns we have not used.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, is there a way to... Do we have a line or anything?
I think that there's probably, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that there's probably like attachment points on the suits because you might have
Sure.
to like
Yeah.
drag someone out of a whatever. So I think that I can kind of attach her to my back.
So, pause.
Okay.
While you're setting this up, Satch, you experience that violin drag, high pitch, like a moment, not in your ears but in your head. Mm-hmm. And I need you to roll.
How many damage dice?
No. You're rolling your intellect bonus. I'm trying to see if I can add anything to it for you. You know what? Let's add your steward.
Okay. Interesting.
And Irsa, you see him flinch, right? Like, and it's like taking a few seconds.
12.
Great. So that's a Midland success. And that's with your steward bonus?
Correct.
Okay.
11 on the die plus 1.
Yeah, okay. So, in this moment, your brain has suddenly like pulled apart all the noise that you were hearing, and under the like sped up modem like horrible screech, you hear this garbled but less MIDI, help us. And that's it. And I think like you've got like goosebumps all over your body, like, and also it hurt. Like you
Right.
have a headache.
Right.
So
No, I'm certain I flinched at that.
Yeah. But what that is it's the memory of having heard that floats to the surface, right? You're not like actively hearing that right now. You just remember, like, this noise keeps like
Right.
coming back to you.
I got like a data dump and I couldn't process it because it was happening too fast. But
Yeah.
now that I'm not in that stressful situation, the brain has gone, oh, by the way, there was a little bit of help us.
Yeah, like remember when you couldn't process language correctly? Here's some language you heard.
We already have problem. We may have other problem. And Max goes, we may have 2 problem. We have 2 problem. We have 3 problem. We may have 4 problem. When I was connected, when you were fighting, I was connected. There was information that went to my head, and some of it is people crying for help. I don't know if it is live or if it was a recording from before, but there was a whisper of help us.
I'm trying to process this as Ursa and not as Clara, which
Right.
is harder. Like, Ursa just, I don't know what to do with that information. Okay. One thing at a time?
Yes, I think problem 1 and 3, the robots and Max, high priority.
Let's get Max. And hopefully he's okay. And hopefully this is the only one of these things here.
Yeah, let us hope he is sightseeing.
He probably just got turned around.
Yeah, he probably found like art or something.
Something
He's-
shiny,
Something
yeah.
He
shiny.
got distracted, he put a pin in it, and he's going to come back
Yeah,
to
he'll
it.
come back to it.
Or like you put a pin in me.
Yep.
Yep. And if we have rope or anything, like a line, I would carabiner us together.
Okay.
Yeah, we can do
Because
a safety line.
I refuse to get separated again.
Okay.
I do think that Michelle mentioned she had liquid rope.
Yes.
She does.
Yeah. So I think we can deploy that. We'll have CC attached to Satch, and then Satch attached to Irsa. So Satch is the middle knot. And
I was picturing Cece as like being worn kind of like a backpack.
oh,
Yeah, Cece's wee.
yeah, okay. We'll do like a C-3PO moment.
Yeah, yeah.
But like you're essentially back to back.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sure, that works.
All right.
And what I'll say is that in case it's important, I don't think that I can use my thrusters effectively while we're in this position.
Oh, you can use some. I mean, they're air pressure. They're not like rockets.
Okay. Well,
You
but
can use some.
Right,
Your
but she's
piloting will be
blocking-
affected.
Right,
Yeah.
she's blocking the
Sure.
correct orientation.
Yeah.
Okay. And you didn't see anything weird while we were out? While you were beyond indicates robot?
No, I went to bridge. I started to have readouts. I looked for Max. He was gone.
Well, you didn't make it to the bridge.
Oh, I was on heading on way to bridge. Max disappeared. I came back to find him. I did not see.
Okay. I'm gonna try to pop in over the comms. Mine didn't. I don't think mine got damaged at any point. They were just being jammed by the robot.
Yeah.
Ursa to Max?
Nothing.
Awesome. I tried. All right, let's go.
Yeah.
Oh. So another thing. Now, I don't know if you want to go, what your instinct would be to go rushing after Max, but when this thing shut down, your connection... Oh, your suit's dead.
Yeah, we're very fucked.
Okay.
How bad is the damage of the wires? Can I rig something up to get a connection going?
To the hardwire?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you could retwist those, but they're not going to, like, retract back in.
Oh, sure.
You know, but
Sure.
you could, like, the ones that are in the wall are still... I'm picturing them basically like taser wires is what they look like in my mind. They're still plugged into the wall. Both of yours are still mounted in your gauntlet. They're just loosey on both, you know, and snapped.
Okay.
So you could twist them back together
Let
without much trouble.
me do that and just see if I can get sort of like an update from the ship or if that
Right.
boosts any communication.
Okay. So, right away, you get an update from the ship, and through that connection, you can contact Irsa and Cece. I mean, you get the, like, at least handshake from Cece's suit.
Right.
And your ship is like, it looks like Cece is in distress. Please connect her to the auto dock right away. I don't think you have an auto dock.
No, I don't think we do. I think I just got...
Please connect her to your Rise brand auto dock, fully outfitted based on your level of subscription.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yep.
Cancel. No, really cancel. Okay.
Subscription approved. Thank you.
We noticed that you have not installed your Rise Corporation auto dock yet. Please insert
Yeah.
the cables into these junctions. There's a little blinky light that
Yeah.
I can't see that's happening on the ship.
But I don't think you do actually own an auto dock, right?
I do
We,
not.
we haven't purchased one yet? Okay. Okay. So, the ship is able to broadcast to Irsa and Cece, and, you know, you're able to kind of pick that up and see, like, okay, well, locally, you have some broadcast capability again, like you did when you came in. And depending on what you want to do, one option would be to dig through the bot carcass and see if you can figure out how it's jamming things.
Loot the body.
But that's a
It
significant
would take some
time,
time.
right? Like, that's not an easy, like, oh, here's the jammer wand, you know.
How big's this thing?
You can't put your arms around it. Like, oh, yoga ball, right?
Yoga ball.
Like, because a beach ball is, you can put your arms around, right? Yeah. This is like a big yoga, or, yeah.
Okay.
Well, here's the thing. Weight doesn't matter.
Weight
Mass
doesn't matter.
matters.
That's what I'm saying is, like, can we, like, grab it and take it with us to...
Yes.
Sure, but we just got to make sure that we get out of the way when we stop, and it doesn't.
Yeah, it'd be
Yeah.
easier if Irsa takes it, like, ahead of her.
Yeah, well, I don't love that either because it blocks where we're going.
I mean, it's also
but
cover.
It is also cover. All right, let's take it with us. Why not?
Okay.
We're already kind of fucked, so this might be helpful at
You know,
some point.
I'm loving the image of Ursa essentially, like, shoving her hand into the, like, massive wound that you'd opened and
yeah.
running it ahead of you like a, you know, ball on a stick.
Yeah, it's like the weirdest shield.
Yeah, it's like a lollipop.
Yeah.
Your arm and robot body.
Yeah,
The worst cake pop of all time.
the cutest cake pop.
I'm just getting Robo Sock and Bopper.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty
Yeah.
much.
So yeah, you grab onto it, kind of like float it ahead of you, and then you keep catching up to
Yeah.
it, and yeah, because it'll like drag or bounce against the wall and lose some momentum, and you know,
Yeah.
but yeah, you just keep it going ahead of you. Now, what method do you want to use to find out where Max went?
We were going with a method. I was just headed forward.
You know he was interested in the bridge.
Right. I think that the my initial thought is to retrace the path that I was going on, and I know that he got lost somewhere in between where I caught the scuff mark and then kept going.
Yep.
So at some point in that area, there I think that, I can just be aware of a passage or something that I maybe missed before.
Yeah.
So that's the goal.
Well, as the two of you advance, you do see what Max originally found, a passageway that goes off to the left and up a little bit. The overall shape of the ship, I don't know if I mentioned this, like it's this great big oblong thing, 3 football fields long. And its overall shape looks a little bit like, I think it's what the Mon Calamari ships look like. It's like a flattened dirigible, right? So, or like a deflated football kind of, right? Where it's a ovoid, right? It's a flat oval shape.
How many washing machines? That's the only way I
A
understand.
lot. There's a lot of washing machines.
Okay, so do I know Max well enough to guess that he would have gotten distracted by a captain's quarters?
Like from the fiction we've created, I would say 100% yes.
I do
You've
think
been
so.
his bodyguard for many years.
Yeah.
You would know.
Yeah.
You'd be right there with his.
I don't
impulses.
mind that guess. Yeah.
Not to mention, before I left, I mentioned that I was filming and doing found
Yeah.
footage, which now I realize is a really, really bad thing to say at the top of this adventure.
Foreshadowing. Also, is there any chance of noticing a scuffle?
Not out here.
Okay,
Right.
cool.
At this bend, there was no scuffle. The scuffle wasn't until you get to the hallway that goes to captain's quarters.
Yeah, if there is an indication that the captain's quarters are that way,
Yep, that's fair.
and you got separated, it all sort of tracks.
Yeah, I think if it was anyone but Irsa, maybe we'd
Yeah.
roll on it or something. But yeah, no, you spend
think-
many waking hours together.
I think Irsa is
And many
floating along.
sleepless nights
Oh,
wondering
God.
about his choices.
I think Irsa, as she's floating along, almost passes the sign and
The thing is, they're both worried about Max's choices.
Yeah, but only one of them's actively doing something about them.
That's true. It's not Max.
it's not Max. But yeah, she is floating and she sort of stops and the audible eye roll and indicates to we have communication captain's quarters.
Well, I don't think we have comms.
No, you don't
Do we
have
have comms?
comms.
Okay.
But
My
him.
comms are dead.
Yeah, in that case,
I see
Sign.
you take a step.
you hear
go
the
back.
eye roll.
Yeah, exactly. I can tell from the slip of your shoulders, oh, Max did something stupid.
It's the Max shrug.
The Max
Truly
shrug.
not the first captain's quarters I've dragged Max out of.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, just and guides the whole little conga line.
Yeah, because
Down.
you're roped up, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
And to be fair, if you had a minute, you could wire your radio into Cece's. But it would take a minute to
Right.
make sure you didn't break it in the process.
Right. Even further.
Yeah. So yeah, conga line down the way, the hall to the captain's quarters. Looking if there's a sign of a scuffle, that'll be helpful. Otherwise,
Yeah, and actually, as you approach the turn to go to the captain's quarters, there isn't a big scuffle here, but just a little ways ahead, you could see this pried open supply closet, and yeah, it has. It actually is clear that it should be a supplies closet, but there's basically nothing in there. Not even a loose roll of toilet paper. It's the future.
I do
Are there
check.
any seashells?
It's just these
3 of them.
but Irsa would check the supply closet just in case. Look for blood. Look for glitter. And
There is glitter and blood.
Somehow the glitter gets out of the suit.
Glitter and blood.
and just
Was not an accident.
yeah, and weird face, and we'll keep going to the
Oh yeah, I mean the fact that there is blood
not helpful.
is hugely concerning.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Right? That means a suit was pierced.
Yeah, definitely just rocket. Well, and he's not in there, which means he's not dead in the closet.
Right.
And if there's blood, maybe there's a trail. We're still headed to the captain's quarters because it's the only lead we have.
Yeah, I think when you come back out of there, you'd start to notice some spatters, of blood.
It's just everywhere.
Well, not a lot because it's just the flecks that are on the end of that spike.
Yeah.
Right? Because it's not actively bleeding out of
Okay.
his suit. So,
Yeah. Cool. I guess keep going. I mean, we can't hear anything. There's no
okay.
indications.
Well, let's see. As you approach the captain's quarters, I believe I said it slammed the door shut.
Yeah.
Okay, so you can see, Yeah, I mean, this, like, semi-warped door that is a little askew as it's jammed into the door frame. Okay, helmet to helmet is what we're pantomiming.
Yeah. Tunk.
Do you think Max had strength to open door?
I think I think this thing does indicates the ball.
Do you think there's another?
I know. For context, this door is way bent out of shape. Like, it's...
Either it got to Max before it got to us, or there are two. I have no idea how to get through this door, frankly.
Maybe you pry, and I will.
Can I
As
Focus
your
the door?
as your helmets are together, this comes through Irsa's headset, and you hear as like the creepiest echo, and it like flashbacks to your violin pull, like like just that, you know,
Right.
shoulders up around your neck, like well, I don't know. You could characterize that however you want.
full
but,
pucker?
Yeah.
Yeah. Full what?
Full body
Full
pucker.
pucker.
Pucker. Okay. I heard hucker with an
Oh,
H. I was
no.
like, I don't even know what that means.
No, I just don't enunciate.
Okay, that's fine. But you hear the exact same voice as before, and you hear it say, I'm sorry, the captain's guest quarters are full. You're going to have to go to the main... Hold on. I had a term for this. The main steerage area.
First of all, steerage, rude.
I don't like these.
What's the captain's quarters full of?
And it had said the captain's guest quarters
Oh,
are full.
guest quarters are full. All right.
And Max, you're not aware of this.
Of course not.
communication.
It's not. I will.
Oh, wait a minute. No. It's broadcasting.
Yeah.
No. Yeah, you heard it say that. And
Okay.
but you don't know why.
Cool.
There's another Irsa to Max.
Oh. Oh, no. It suppresses close range. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah, that's not. I'm sorry. I want to speak to your manager. I'm gonna stick the foot spike
Sure.
into the door and jimmy it
Try
open.
to pry it open?
Yeah, try to
Okay.
pry it open.
I'd be open to like a strength athletics.
Yeah, excellent.
Okay.
That'll be a 2 flat. Am I still taking a -1 because I've been?
You have more
hurt?
than 10 damage?
Yeah.
Yeah, -1 forever until that comes back down.
Awesome. Okay, so it's a 6. Wait, +2, 8.
Minus,
bad.
-1.
Well, no, I subtracted from the.
Oh, right.
I rolled a 7.
Yeah. Okay. So, but yeah, that's 8 minus is not great. However,
Door.
I've made this point many times in PBTA. The roll is not whether you get the door open. The roll is what happens when you get the door open.
I know.
So, you pry the door open and see this thing like, it doesn't turn, right? But you can tell that it's like attention shifts because a bunch of legs turn and it wiggles Max on the end of its
Oh.
spike. Max, can you roll endurance for me?
No.
Well, it's just +0.
I didn't know I was doing surgery.
That is an 11.
Okay, so roll 1d physical damage, please.
1.
Okay,
Aha!
nice. Are you sure that's not the 6?
I'm positive.
Okay. I mean, I didn't want it to be the 6. I'm not a
No,
sadistic
That is
GM.
my one complaint about these dice is I think the ED head should be the 6, not the 1. But
Yeah, if it's like a good thing, it should be the 6. If it's like a cool
Right.
logo, yeah, that's weird. Okay, so also, Irsa, as you like jam the door open, you like lose your balance
Sure.
and kind of tumble into the room.
I assume I lose the spike.
That one,
That's
you
why I
drop
have a
that one.
backup.
Yeah. Satch, you get dragged forward
yeah.
as it's like
We're attached.
Thanks for tethering
Yeah.
us.
I didn't want to get lost. I'll
And
get
it's-
lost again.
it's almost like the door opened like way easier than she expected, right? Because she's like, I got this, and like throws herself into the room, basically. Do you want to try to stop yourself on the door jam, or go with it and try to protect yourself? Like, what do you want to try to do?
I don't think that I have enough time to figure out what's going on. And my focus was on when the door opened, if there was something in there, I was going to shoot it. So I think that when it pops open and we get pulled forward, I just get pulled forward into the room.
Okay.
I just get kind of yanked in as well. And then we'll just try and find our feet and figure out what's next.
So let's all roll initiative. Again, let's roll new initiative. Irsa, you're going to roll -2. Satch, you're going to roll -1. Whatever your normal total is, right? And Irsa, that's in addition to your minus for wounds. Are you over 10 wounds?
Stress, yeah.
Okay, so -1 for that.
Okay.
14.
Sorry, I'm doing basic math and it's really hard. Our initiative is added. We add what to it? Our dex.
Dex and int bonuses.
Okay, so +1, -3.
Yeah.
So -2, 11.
Okay. So 14.
16.
Where did I write this down before? Oh, yeah. Okay. So Max is on
14.
14. Satch is 16.
Correct.
Irsa, what'd you get? 11? Mm-hmm. And who wants to roll me a couple 2d8s? Just 2d8.
Sure.
Not a couple 2d8s.
7.
Okay. +3 makes it a 10. I still go last. Oops, it has +3 initiative. Okay.
Guys, write that down. We're going to need that later.
Yeah.
We're all gonna die.
Yes, we are.
Okay.
+3 initiative means it's got a
So-
+2 or +1 to its strength and damage.
Satch, I'm going to continue the additional -1 as you get just yanked free fall through the door. You at least don't like bang against the opening, but you're pulled off balance and you have a CC attached to your back. It's better than a BCC, but you know, at least you. Sorry. What do you want to do? You've got a bit of spin, a bit of yaw, a bit of pitch. You know, a little bit of everything.
Right. Okay.
We could do
Here's what I'm going to do. There is a spacer trick that I am familiar with, which is whatever direction you're facing, whatever direction your boots are facing, turn on your mag boots, and it will orient you on that surface.
Uh-huh.
So I want to do that, and then orient myself in the room. And if there is a yoga ball sized thing with spikes coming out
there
of it,
is, yeah.
then I would like to shoot it.
Okay, I'm going to have you go ahead and make a piloting check.
Okay.
Um,
Now, do you want to call this piloting, or do you want to call it vac suit?
oh, yeah, vac suit. Sorry, vac suit. Let's go vac suit and dex.
Okay.
And no minuses applied to this, even from your damage.
Okay.
Because I'm basically giving you a bonus because you live in vac suit.
12 on the die plus 3 is 15.
Yeah. You fly through the door. You manage to mag your boots to the ceiling, which in this room, again, the floor is not oriented to the back of the ship, but there is decidedly a floor, and there is a cryopod in the middle of the room, and a whole bank of like computers aimed kind of at the front of the ship, and essentially a round room, right? It's like a short, like a tuna can shaped room, right?
Okay.
And you mag yourself to the ceiling, which is good for you, bad for Irsa.
I forgot. I was like, yeah, wait, we're still attached.
Yep. But you roll bad, so you get some minuses.
Excellent. No, excellent. I'm aware of the mistakes that were made.
Yeah. So you get like yo-yoed as he like plants his feet, or yoinked at least. But yeah, you've arrested the flight, and with that roll, if you want to make an attack roll, that's fine. I'm not going to give you an aim, but if you want to just make a from the hip laser blast.
Yeah.
I mean, Max is mostly behind it anyway. It'd be impossible to hit him.
Have I even seen that Max is there yet?
Maybe
the way that
not. Irsa has seen him, but you got tumbled ass
And
over
all I
tea
saw
kettle.
was, this, danger sign.
Yeah. Danger, Will Robinson.
All right, so that is Dex plus gun combat?
Yes. -1 for your wounds.
Okay.
I don't think you have any other minuses, do you?
No.
Okay. Yeah, that mag boot trick was good. I like that.
So that is 11, 12, just shy. That
okay.
-1 was just enough.
Okay. Now, if what's the damage on your weapon?
It is 3d6 plus 3.
Okay. So, I'm going to give you a hard choice with
Okay.
this Midland roll. You see the thing, mag boot yourself, bring your rifle around to bear from, you stop spinning, you're a little dizzy. Not much, right? You didn't spin for very long.
Right. It's just a pistol.
Oh, it's a pistol. Okay.
And it does have the 0G.
Oh yeah, you're not gonna have recoil. That's fine. But yeah, you get your pistol oriented in the right direction, which I assume you had in your hand anyway because you're going through a door.
Right.
You know.
Essentially, what was happening before is I was covering.
Yeah.
I was covering Yrsa.
Yeah, and then you got yoinked, and then yoinked her back,
Right.
and yeah, it's fair. So yeah, you managed to get your pistol in the right direction, and I'm going to give you a choice. You can roll all 3d3 plus 3, and I'll have Max roll his own d6 from accoutrement.
Right.
Or you can take one of the dice off your damage roll. As you sort of at the last second, like
I see Max.
yeah, like rearrange your sights, as you like hit this thing, but a little bit further from center mass that you would normally want to hit.
I think that's fair. Like seeing that I would see Max there would sort of throw off the plan of let's just
Okay.
destroy it.
Okay, so 2d plus 3.
Okay. 9.
9. Okay. That
And
gets.
it is a laser pistol,
Yeah.
if that matters. Any.
Does it have an armor pierce rating?
I don't believe so. I will double check in
Because I do have armor.
It does not.
Okay, so it looks like it doesn't do a ton of damage. Like it does about 1/9 of the amount of damage you would have expected, just on a rough guess.
Sure.
Right, estimate. Yeah, I think that's a good sense of what's happening there. All right, that was Satch. Max,
Yeah.
you just got jerked around a whole bunch.
That was not great. Not a big fan.
But you don't have to roll a damage die because your friend is a friend.
Yep. Good friend. Good friend.
Yep. But your host has essentially turned its attention from you.
Good.
It doesn't have a face or eyes or any way to really tell what it's focused on, but it is like spikes. Get him.
As long as, hey, the spike's not facing me anymore, so we're doing
Get
better.
him, Ray. One of them's facing you, sort of.
Sort of.
You put it behind you.
I think I can look past it.
Yeah. I mean, it's good that you got the point.
Yeah. I got nothing else. Okay. Having looked into its computer programming more or less, can I find some way to have it release the leg that is currently all up in me?
Potentially, yes.
Okay.
But and keep in mind, what you've discovered is it's like someone's suit almost,
Right.
Is what it feels like you're looking at. That doesn't really map to any understanding of what this device is, but it is programmed like that.
Okay. Yes. So I would either like to do that, or if I was able to find, through looking through its programming or the way it works, a weak point in the leg that I could taser to get it off.
No,
Either
I don't
way.
think we
Okay.
we don't have that level of analysis.
That's fine.
But if you want to eject a limb,
Yes.
it does have that capacity.
I would like to eject that limb.
The main thing we're rolling for is whether you eject the correct limb and overcome security protocols and whatnot.
Okay.
But it is a built-in thing in case it gets stuck on something.
Well,
right?
they get stuck on something.
And 5 of them have been ejected. So
I might not have something. It got stuck on me.
yep.
It got stuck on me.
Stuck on me.
Ooh.
Stuck to wall.
That's a 15.
Okay. So unfortunately that's too high.
Oh, I see.
And that comes back around to
So
a...
I eject every leg except that one.
Yeah.
No, still useful. I will take that.
Yeah. Good. I think your team is fine with that.
Yeah, I
outcome.
thought they might be.
More legs for me.
Okay. Yes, you eject the leg that is attached to you.
Good.
And with that great roll, I will even say if you want, as soon as it's disconnected, all that hydraulic loses pressure. And if you want to unbolt this, you'll leave the spike in you, but it's just one knuckle.
Yeah, I want just this much. I don't need the whole.
Right.
I don't need all 4 knuckles.
Yeah.
Inside me.
Just the one. This is good to start with.
Yeah.
Happy Jacks after dark.
Yeah. You just don't go straight to 4.
No, you got to work your way in.
Right. Okay, so we're stabilizing that for safety.
Yep.
I think that's your turn,
Yeah,
right?
that's fine.
You're getting in there. But also you can you eject this, and your screen is suddenly showing a bunch of new activity in this dormant section of that was essentially in sleep mode, and suddenly it is somebody is reading the code actively now,
Okay.
and it's probably the robot.
Yeah,
But
I'd be like, oh, I forgot about this.
yeah, it's wait, why did that eject? What is happening to my body?
How's it feel?
Yeah, well. Okay, that was Max's turn.
Sure was.
You're ass
Struggling.
over tea kettle.
I noticed.
A little dizzy. I'm probably going to apply a -1
That's
on top of
fine.
your other stuff,
My other -1.
depending on what you want to do.
Okay, I want to get my bearings, and then I guess we'll work from there.
Okay. Do you want to do a vac suit check?
No.
Well,
You gave us vac. We all have vac suit because we. live in
everyone got
them.
vac suit at 0 for free.
Okay. I will take
So if you
that.
don't have it marked at 0, you should have it
I
at
did
0.
not know that. I
A
will
little
mark
check
that.
mark, but there wasn't a.
Oh,
Okay. Cool.
Why?
because I have vaccine at 1.
Well, yeah, but it would be at 1 anyway, right?
Yeah.
Did you get a +1 to vac suit or take vac suit at 1?
I don't remember. Don't worry about it.
Okay. Well,
All right.
I mean, I'd love to have it at 2, but don't worry
put
about
it at 2.
All right.
I think get bearings is the first thing, and then.
Let's do a vac suit check.
Yeah. Okay.
Vac suit plus. I'll let you choose int or dex.
Vac suit plus dex. That is an 11.
Okay.
Oh, -1 though because I'm injured,
10.
so 10.
But it's still 9. 9 to 12 is the middle.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you managed to mag 1 boot, right? And then you realize your other foot was hitting something that just isn't a magnetic surface. You're like,
Fuck, it's wood.
yeah, this captain has some.
It's plastic.
Yeah, some plastic faux wood. And you're like, what? Why?
Yeah.
But you got 1 foot stuck.
Just for visuals, am I also on the ceiling, or have I managed
No,
to?
I think
end
you're
up...
on the floor.
Cool. Just a line in
and,
between.
and
us.
yeah, and you're shorted back to him.
Yeah, that's fine.
But
confused.
I
You
mean,
have a knife.
I was assuming it's 10 feet of rope or something.
Yeah,
I didn't think
no,
you were on a 3-foot tether or
God,
something
no,
like my
yeah.
dog.
Okay. Clara forgot that laser pistols were an option.
Yeah.
Auto pistol is the kind of slug rifle, which is standard for all kind of law enforcement. It says, unless
Oh.
laser
Well,
is standard. Because
Laser
what I wanted
is
was
standard at this. Yeah, at this tech level. We're a weird mix of tech levels
Yeah.
as far as Traveler is concerned. Material, battery, energy science, all of that is very high level, but we don't have plasma weapons. We don't have grav manipulation.
That fucking grav axe looks like grav hammer looks amazing though.
Yeah.
In that case, would you be okay? I have auto pistol written down, but can I have it as a laser pistol?
Yeah, I think
for that
they're
reason?
equivalent roughly in price, and that's...
Yeah, one is just a -3 and one is +3.
Yeah.
'Cause there's a
Also,
recoil.
laser pistols are less likely to punch through a hull because they're meant for burning people.
Yes.
Ship hulls are sturdier than that. Bullets are actually a bigger problem to a ship hull.
Yes.
So,
and again, slug makes sense for Yrsa, who spends a lot of time with people. Well, I mean, laser's actually better with people, but like again, I could fuck up a ship.
yeah.
However,
Yeah, I mean, the knuckle blaster could really damage a ship.
why do you think Yrsa has a knuckle blaster?
Yeah.
However, Max's priority, Robot is kind of second. Max is free. Did you get out of the thing?
I'm all free.
Okay, less priority then.
I'm going to try to rewrite this map real
Yeah,
quick.
I need to I'm trying to figure out Max priority, but also making things stop moving helps the priority. So, I think I just want to attack the thing.
Okay.
Is this reasonable for her because it's got the auto feature, the personal defense laser? Or is TL13 a little too high for what you're thinking?
If anyone's as close,
No,
to
that's fine.
Okay.
Wait, what are the features on it?
I want armor piercing.
0G and auto 2.
Auto 2 is fine.
There's no AP.
No AP.
On the laser weapons, there's no AP.
I mean, 3D3 is fine.
I know. If I was trying to decide if Yrsa was clever enough to notice that it didn't do armor piercing.
Well,
I mean,
yeah. I mean, I don't know that comes up a lot on the.
I don't think it does.
It's like most people on the drop don't want to get into a firefight. Like it happens, but it's really rare.
Yeah.
There are a lot of knife fights kind of things that happen.
Which is why Max knows not to take the spike out.
Right. But most people are like, yeah, knife, machete, sword, great. These are safe things that we can fight with, and it's like not like insane to do so. I don't use that word lightly. I don't like to throw it around, but like getting into a gunfight in a space station is a bad idea. So
Fucking terrible.
you don't if you don't have to.
Yeah.
Right?
Yrsa has piston fists for a specific job.
Now that
That is
sentence
not
is a
here. This
whole
game,
situation.
I've
yeah,
got a piston fist too. I mean, they're all over the place.
yeah, they're all over the
Sure.
place. Yrsa's that for
Nanny bot. That's what NB
Yeah,
was short
Nanny
for.
bot.
Nanny bot.
Okay, so this is the captain's quarters. If you're following along on the video, I'm just doing a rough drawing here real quick. The door that you came in will say the enemy's gate is down.
But do you have a rhombus?
No. So this is where you all came in. There is a number of just all kinds of equipment along this wall. Oh, God.
As you're talking,
I'm waiting until you're done, and then I'll switch over the view.
Clara would like to know if this thing can be reasoned with. Yrsa does not fucking care. Just a note.
No, I getcha.
I'm a lot more inquisitive than this character, which is always hard for me to play.
Yeah. It's like also like if you do a like super genius hero character, right? Like, okay, I'm pretty smart, but I'm not like super genius. How do I do a thing my character would know how to do, but not me? And blah blah blah.
You need to plug in your.
Yeah, you want to plug in your laptop.
Yeah, I'll get there. Okay.
Are we ready?
So you're roughly in the middle of the room. We're not. I mean, you could go ahead and flip it on for now. I'm just plugging in the computer.
Okay.
I'm going to mute myself while I do so. Yrsa, what is it you want to accomplish right now?
Murder. Let's use a laser rifle and just start firing. When it I'll let it come to me. Otherwise, I'm here. I'm magged to the ground. It should be able to advance toward me, Syrah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. 3d6 plus 3.
Well, 2d8 to hit.
2d8 to hit, 3d6. I will eventually learn the system you're creating.
That's actually still Traveler.
I also did not hit.
Okay. What's the total? To hit. I mean,
to hit. It's not. It's Dex and not.
Yeah, it's Dex for ranged weapon.
That's fine. It's still 4.
Oh. Okay, well, I mean, 2 to 8 is all the same amount of bad.
Yeah, no, that's valid. It's just I kind of remembered that Dex is behind
Yeah.
the robot. I'm
That's
so sorry.
that's what's happening. So what's the damage of the weapon?
56 plus 3.
Yeah. So go ahead and roll that, please.
It's nice knowing you. Okay, so that's an 8.
With the plus 3.
11.
Okay.
How you doing?
Max, odd or even?
Oh, God.
Even.
Okay, you take 6, the bot takes 5.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh,
Well, I hit it.
The good news is it did bypass the bot's armor because it scooted through a sensitive spot, but it also, like, just the heat blast slams you back against the wall. It, like, almost pushes the spike out,
Yeah, that would have been bad.
right? Like, you're actually, like, hung up on the wall for a second. Like, laser doesn't blast, but the, like, robot, like, it like, poinged off the robot and you were hit with debris.
Yeah.
Right? Like, lasers don't push people back. People, this is a pet peeve of mine in science fiction.
I like that that's the thing you're worried about in this game.
Yeah.
How much damage did you do to it?
1.
I did 9, and he said, but I think I only did about 1/9, is what he said.
Yeah.
But that seems like an awful lot of armor.
Really?
If it had 8 armor, that seems like a lot.
How much do you have?
19.
So 8 doesn't seem like that much, does
Well,
Just, I'm keeping track.
it? Yeah. But this 5, it seems like 5/5 of it went through and, like, hit something substantial. But also 6/6 of it.
Did go into the person I'm paid to make sure doesn't get hit by
Yeah.
laser rifles? Yeah. You know, sometimes you gotta know what it feels like.
Max, what's your total physical damage?
I am now at 12 physical damage.
Okay, so you're going to be at -1 from that. What's your stress at?
9.
Okay, so just -1.
Yeah.
But keep in mind the minuses are cumulative, all right, across those 2 tracks. So
Yeah.
great. Oh, right, I can finish drawing some of this now that my battery isn't actively dying. All right, so here's what I'm picturing. Oh, I actually have to make a model for Max now.
Yay! I'm alive for right now.
You're.
Max, what's your last name?
Ego?
What happens to your.
yeah,
What
me.
happens?
Yeah, my initials are me.
So
Me.
if I bring. If you die.
Uh-huh. You're not getting paid.
I know I'm not getting paid. I'm just wondering, like.
We know Cece is stuck to Satch's back, so I'm just going to leave this out of the way for now. Now, you two...
Do you want to flip me up? Can you rotate these?
Oh,
Can you
God.
flip me upside down?
Yes, I can.
So that I'm on
And
the ceiling?
Shell.
I love it. That's perfect.
Now, I just want to
Spider-Man.
move Irsa back. You're actually above the cryopod that's in here.
Oh, also creepy. More
Circle
things
for
to do.
cryopod? Half circle?
Do I have cover from the cryopod?
You will once you've oriented yourself.
I thought they did the vac suit to orient.
Well, yeah, but you only magged 1 boot and were
okay.
a little off balance.
All right,
Yeah.
I'll take it.
But now, yes. If this thing doesn't come around it, then yes.
Excellent.
Also, I've now done 2 or 3 battle maps that don't look like genitals. This is a big moment for me.
Achievement unlocked.
All of my maps turn into either dicks or, like, uterus fallopian tube combo things.
The weirdest Jason Deep lore I've ever,
No,
heard.
it's accurate.
It's not
No,
on
I
purpose.
believe it's accurate.
Like, I would admit if I did it on purpose because that's funny.
Yeah.
But it's like, okay, guys, I'm going to draw this map. It's not going to look like genitals. And then Ta-da! It's a uterus. Like,
Excellent.
what? No, it's a cave that a dragon lives in. Well, it also is shaped very much like this drawing. Yeah, Nannybot is between you two, but this angle... Oh, I have a little laser pointer here. This angle here from Irsa to Max is why that was able to sort of like ricochet off.
They don't see that.
Oh, they don't see the laser pointer move?
They do not.
Ah, dang. What if I draw?
You could probably draw.
Oh,
a line.
it's showing up. Yeah.
Pew.
I just have to click.
Oh, there you go.
I have to click to get it.
There you go.
All right, so you did a pew pew, and the debris. It wasn't a ricochet laser. It was like you blasted some stuff off this thing.
Not a
But-
leg, though.
But it was like something under pressure or something, because it like blam, like exploded in Max's face. So, Max, I'm gonna even say it's not to the point. Like, you don't even have the like integrity warning from your suit, but you see a little hairline fracture in your mask.
Oh, good. Great.
But these suits can take a lot of damage. Like, they're meant
yeah.
to stand up to these kinds of conditions. You might get hit in the face with a wrench, or like,
Wait,
you know.
Actually, I have a question here. Shouldn't his vac suit have taken some of that damage?
Oh,
Some of
yeah.
the
Oh
armor?
shit, we
'Cause
have
the
been
vac suit
ignoring
has-
vac suit
has
armor.
Right. What do we have you at? Like the minimum
Yes,
8?
the regular vac suit.
I
Okay.
believe that's 5.
I have also been ignoring vac suit armor.
Oh, minimum vac suit armor is 5. Can we just double check
Yeah,
on that?
I thought it
'Cause
was
it's
8.
now important.
Yeah.
One of the vac suit, like boarding suit, I think is 8.
Yeah, I don't remember.
But if you have that super sleek, stylish one we
Yeah,
were
just
talking
the
about,
basic is-
probably less
Yeah.
Yeah.
minimum armor, whatever that is.
Vac suit.
We'll just take a moment to refer to our documents.
Yeah, I was looking at it earlier because I know that I bought like the super high grade, as much protection as I could get.
Yep. Yeah, just anything short of military
For my
grade
job.
is fine by me. Yeah.
Yeah.
I do have a protect suit. I just didn't bring it because, of course, I didn't. That would be useful.
Well, no, it wouldn't be useful under your vac suit.
I know.
Yeah.
Where the fuck is vac suit on here?
It's listed in a couple different places.
It,
if I
it,
recall.
takes me straight to boarding vac suit first.
Yeah, that's the like real good version before you get to the military hardware.
I think I have the nice. This, part of it is that I think I'm just on the catalog.
Okay, so there it is on the basic vac suit is on. Okay, that's the
page
boarding vac suit.
96 from James V in the chat. Thank you.
Thank you.
Damn. All right.
Oh, in the catalog it is page 24.
Okay.
The basic vac suit.
Oh, weird.
Don't see vac suit on page 96.
Well, the battle dress is
That's a whole other
yeah.
thing.
That's the like military
Is
grade
it 24?
24 in the compendium. Yeah.
Yeah, back suit. Protection is +4 at tech level 8, +8 at tech level 10.
Oh, okay.
stuff. Yeah. Okay. So we'll say it's 8.
Okay.
And I am just going to have you take 1 of that damage.
Okay, that's fine.
I know that is 6 is
1,
less than
2.
8, but you did get slammed back with a spike through your gut. So
And it was our fault for not remembering that back suits offer protection.
No, I'm not going to punish players for not memorizing all of the rules. That's not why he took damage.
3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Sorry, I had to do math backwards, and that's not cute for me.
Yeah.
Okay, that was 6. Back to 6 damage. Oh, that's dumb. I could have done that. What's 12 minus 6?
No one knows. It's a mystery of math.
Math is for mortals.
Okay, so that was Irsa's turn, demonstrably and evidently.
I did good.
It is Nannybot's turn. And Nannybot is pretty upset that everyone's out of bed. Yeah, so it is broadcasting. The two of you can hear it. Irsa and Max, you're not connected to
Nope.
anyone well enough. I mean, the rope is not sending through sound vibrations very effectively.
like two tin cans on a rope?
Yeah.
2 back suits on a line.
Right.
Maybe if it were taut, but
Well, you've got to be carefully taught.
yeah.
And as discussed, I don't think that I've thought to link into CC's comms yet.
Well,
We're
you
a
didn't
little
have you didn't have the
busy.
time.
No, I know.
Right?
We've been a little distracted.
Yeah.
I'm about to cut that line, though, if necessary.
Well, it's the bot's turn, and so far, Irsa's done like a significant amount of damage, like a noticeable amount of damage.
Are the bots linked?
And what?
So
How do you mean, and how would Irsa know?
okay, so that's true. Don't know if I would know. However, my thought is that if it's all one brain piloting drones, having taken out the one we took out earlier, which I assume showing it its carcass is not going to make it like submit.
Oh, that's right. You have the whole other one on the end of your arm. I forgot about that.
I assume showing up with its dead brother is not like.
It has not had an effect on the situation.
I did not think so, but
Okay.
you got to ask. But the other reason is if it's just drones and it's got a central thing, it knows me. Mm-hmm. It knows what I did.
So, it does not charge after you. Oh, yeah, scoot this way a little bit.
Rude.
Yep.
I'll be getting
Joe,
away
you
from the
scoot too. Both of you scoot this way a little bit. We want your beautiful faces on camera. That's why.
Oh, I didn't bring mine.
Oh. We'll get it for next time.
Okay.
I can't have one
All
in
right.
a jar.
So, it is actually, let's see, this thing has 6 legs left. It pins one to the ceiling and one to the floor. So it's sort of the, like, what is that? It's not a tether ball. It's like a speed
It's a
bag.
speed bag.
Yeah. It turns itself into a speed bag, and the 4 other limbs are like, woohoo, let's do something. But one of them,
It's going to go blender mode.
yeah, I mean, if it gets the
Unhappy
opportunity.
about blender mode.
But it, now you haven't fully had a chance to take cover yet.
No,
Yeah.
I oriented so that I could shoot. I have not figured out the rest of the situation yet.
Do you have tactics, Irsa?
No. No, I have. No,
Yes, you
I don't.
do.
Even, is
Oh,
it?
you have survival. Sorry.
No, I have survival.
Okay, roll.
Wait, do I have? And I have streetwise.
Roll gun combat plus your intellect, which is 0. Mm-hmm. But I'm going to apply a -1 because this is the wrong skill to use. But I don't want to apply -3.
So that puts me at -1 regardless.
From your
sorry,
damage.
From my damage, because if you subtract the 1 from gun combat, I have 0.
0. But
All right,
yeah, okay. So
rolling
total
at
of
-1.
-1.
All right. That'll be a 9. Oh, fuck. 8.
8 is a miss.
Yep.
In this case,
So
because
close.
I asked you to roll it, we're not going to have a catastrophic, 8- event. Mm-hmm. So you just didn't see the thing.
I did not see the what thing.
But this thing brings one of it. It's like pointing something at. Well, actually, no. It can multi-attack. Irsa and Satch, please do a defense roll as it shoots metal spikes at you.
Ooh.
Oh, it can fire back. That's good to know.
Yeah, but hopefully that means it becomes disarmed because it only has so many legs that are firing.
No, I think
Are these off the feet, or is it just firing spikes out of
So
its body?
no. Out of those free arms, they split into the 4, right? And of those 4 pincers, 2 of them on one hand, 2 of them shoot at Satch, and 2 from the other hand shoot at Irsa.
So it's casting magic missiles.
So it has 2 pincers left on each of those arms.
This is a space game. They're magic manipulators. Thank
Yeah.
you.
What's the
Yeah. So what are we rolling here?
Yeah, 2d8 plus.
And Changeling, is it Manic Missile?
Yes.
Excellent. 2d8 and then our modifiers from.
Oh, so these are magnetic missile.
Yes!
I'm trying so hard.
Okay. So I would like you to roll. This is purely a dodge roll. So this is your Dex plus Athletics.
All right.
Damn it. I have a 0 in athletics, but it doesn't subtract it.
Well, yeah, at least it's on the -3. That's
Yeah.
a 0 in a skill is a huge boost.
Yeah, no, it still puts me at 0, so that is a flat 9.
You got the 9?
Yeah.
And
Yes.
Including your damage minus?
Yes, because I have a 1 in dex, so it gets count.
Yeah. Okay, your stress isn't over 10, right?
No, not yet.
Okay.
Roll close.
This totals out to being 14.
Oh my.
Because I have a -1 on the because of the stress, but I have a +2 dex.
Okay. So you totally avoid the spikes, but Satch, I'm also going to give you a benefit of rolling. Well, I'm not going to tell you what you're rolling. I'm just going to tell you what your bonus is. Okay.
It's poisonous. It's fucking
No,
poisonous.
it missed him. It missed him.
I don't like it.
It's like a +0.
We're all gonna die.
Yeah. So
Yeah, but honestly, making characters is so much fun that
Yeah.
if that happens,
Yeah.
that's okay.
Yeah.
What happens is that we'll get into a ship and we'll find this crew
Oh
also
yeah.
in this ship.
Satch, roll a 2d8 +0, please.
2d8 +0.
Those are 6s, I think.
Those are 6s. Makes it a lot harder to hit that
It does.
Magic 13. That looks like a 5.
Okay, that's fine. There's nothing catastrophic because I asked you to roll it.
Right. It's
but-
probably okay.
Yep. You just didn't see the thing.
Okay.
Actually,
Is it the same thing that Yrsa didn't see?
yeah.
Okay.
Let's give Max a chance to
Oh God.
see it. You're gonna roll.
die.
Hold on, let me tell you what your total is.
It's a second one. There are 2 in this room.
Where did that even come from?
The vents.
Max, how
They
much is your
have to be really big vents.
what are your damage minuses?
I'm now back to street 0. I have a 6 health and 6 in health and 9 in stress.
Okay, so all of your damage is under 10.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So go ahead and roll +1.
Oh. Oh yeah, that is a 15.
What is it?
Okay.
Thank goodness.
I'm actually gonna write Max a note.
Quick question.
Damn it.
Would not this have been recon? If this is noticing a thing?
Not based on what happened.
Okay.
All right, so I'm going to write Max a note.
Not that 6 would have been better than 5, but,
Yeah, no,
but
like
claw every advantage.
how dare.
So what was your dodge for the spike attack?
Fuck.
Did you roll?
I thought the roll was for the spike attack. I didn't also roll the
Well,
thing.
the Dex plus Athletics was your dodge.
Yes, that was the 9.
Okay.
So
So
I have not rolled for the recon situation or whatever is happening.
no, you did already roll for that.
Okay.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
did that last.
Okay.
That was like a free check that I didn't
I have
punish you
blacked
for.
out. Okay.
So please roll 4D.
That's upsetting.
46.
Why is it? It's a nanny bot.
Ooh.
Oh God.
Yeah,
okay.
but it's a Fran Drescher nanny bot.
16. So with a damage threshold, well, those are armor piercing, aren't they?
No, not the projectile.
Oh, okay. So
So it is your armor of 8, I think,
Yeah.
applies. So you only take 8 of that.
so that puts me at 10 damage. I've taken 10 damage on physical and 9 damage in
Okay, so you're at -1 now.
at standing. I was already at -1 because those combined were
Oh,
11.
No, you don't combine them.
Oh,
it's each track accomplishes its own minus.
well, I've just been rolling with a minus for no particular reason other than
Okay.
I assume my thalassophobia.
Okay. I'm sorry that I know it's confusing because it's not written down and I'm
No,
sort of
it's
like working
okay.
this as we go, but
I'm also like the least crunchy person usually. I'm working on it.
we're good. We're all
Yeah.
good. So I'm writing this note specifically, Joey, because you're having trouble communicating with your friends right now.
Yeah, I sure am.
Okay.
I mean, we're all on comms.
Okay. Can you read my handwriting?
Yeah.
No,
Like
'cause
it's
they're being
trying
Actively-
very hard.
They're
Okay.
being
Right. It's like a high priority issue. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
First word sounds like
We'll just
What
give
is
him a
that?
chance to communicate when he gets there. Oh, I do still need the initiative order though. Okay. Here it is. Okay, so that was the bot attack. Yrsa, what part of your suit was damaged?
I don't like that you made me pick. Mostly because I have no idea what goes into these suits.
Your body. Got him.
Yeah.
Yep.
You might find yourself surrounded by 3 other people.
I knew no one was gonna do it. Maybe Nick would have.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have left you hanging.
All right.
Oh, wow.
It just looks weird if I reach out of my frame on the camera.
Actual damage. Fuck. What was the question?
What part of your suit was damaged?
Can I say comms? Or are we talking, like, what,
Like
where
the
did it get
physical,
fucked up?
the physical, like, section. Where were you hit?
Shoulder.
Okay,
Because I'm still moving.
cool. That's super hard to silo off from the rest of your body.
It is.
Oh, no.
Oh, no!
So
I hate it.
you are losing some pressure,
That's
and
terrible.
and your suit is flickering between like seal off the shoulder. No, it's above the shoulder. No, it's below the shoulder. Like it hit right between a sensor, and it's like you could feel like cinch up around like in your armpit, basically, of like
Yeah.
trying to seal off your whole arm, and then it doesn't, and then it does, and your suit is like, you need to make a decision. What should I do? I cannot automatically determine what I'm supposed to do. So it's saying cinch the arm or don't cinch the
I
arm.
don't think it hurts me to cinch the arm. It just sucks because I use those a lot.
Yeah, it might like inhibit your movement a little bit.
Yeah.
Depending on what happens.
Cool. Let's do that. I would rather focus. My shoulder is connected to my torso, and that has the important bits in it.
Yeah. And I'm also going to say it's like high enough up that you can't look at your shoulder because of the
Yeah.
helmet.
Yeah.
Right? So like right now it's trying to look at your own elbow, right?
Yeah.
Because it's too close and you're in your suit.
Yeah,
So-
here I am, like, where can I get shot that I'm, like, kind of okay getting shot in? It's like, oh no, this is worse.
Wah, wah.
Like, well, where else are you gonna pick?
Let the record show she chose for herself.
Okay. Hate.
Okay, so that was the bot's turn. That takes us back to Satch.
Great. So I can do like a minor action to aim, right?
Yes, now you can.
Great. I'm going to do a minor action to aim, and I'm going to shoot this thing again.
Okay, you going for something specific or whatever you can get?
Whatever I can get. I just want to do damage to try and get this thing to stop coming at us.
Okay.
Point of
So-
order, I think you actually get total of, like, I think you can do 2 minor actions if you don't move.
Well, I don't know if that's going to hold out in the With Apologies to Traveler edition.
Okay.
I like having a minor and major. That feels good. When you brought it up last time, I was like, "What? That's yummy and good." But I think I'm going to limit the like stackability of that. That feels very like GURPSy.
Sure.
So,
We are only ripping off one system at a time
Yeah.
in this house.
Since when?
yeah. This is the system we ripped off at home.
Yes. Okay, so what does aiming get me?
+1.
Plus
so
one.
gun combat, plus dex, +1, minus your damage modifiers.
Okay, so that is a total of 2 for dex, 0 for gun combat, 1 for aim, that's 3, minus 1 for my stress, so a total of +2.
Great. Basically can't miss.
8.
That is a miss.
Yeah,
That was impossible.
yeah. You know, I think it's a game design issue, so I should probably just roll that again for playtesting purposes.
No. Do you have the auto pistol as well?
No, I have a standard laser pistol.
Okay. Because if it's on burst fire, that gets real exciting.
Yeah, no.
Now, the advantage I think that you have from your POV is that you are on the ceiling kind of shooting down at this thing. Mm-hmm. Again, there's no gravity here, and those directions mean nothing, but
Right.
the room is designed as if it has a floor and a ceiling, so...
Right. Well, from my point of view, I am shooting up in a perfect, like skeet position.
Right. But you're not really putting Max at risk, so that I'm not real worried about that. But the miss, it leaves you, like, you were so focused and still to aim that it kind of like just like steps in the inch out of the way that it needs, like it because it's attached to floor and ceiling, right? It kind of just like wiggles itself to the side and then whips one more spike back at you.
Okay.
Because you're so still. So roll 2d plus 3.
Damage?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's 4d if it
I
shoots 2 of them at you, but 2d plus 3 by itself.
Oh, very good.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
under your armor.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's hard for 2d to beat your armor anyway, right?
Yeah, my armor is 13.
Okay, so what part of your armor did that glance off of?
Honestly, I think that it's going to hit me center mass.
Oh, okay.
Because I'm, like, not moving. And it, got a beat on me while I was trying to get a beat on it.
Yeah.
And so I think just, probably right in the chest plate.
Okay. And it just like poing, spins out of the way. Okay. Yeah, I think it hits with enough force too. Like you can feel like, wow, that thing was moving, right? Not like bullet speed, but
Right.
fast.
Okay.
Okay, so the that was Satch's turn. Max.
Yes. Since it is clearly distracted, I would like to try to get around it and take some cover right on the other side of that cryopod.
Like next to it, where Irsa is.
Yes, unless under the cryopod is an option.
The cryopod is like fully attached to the floor.
That's what I figured, but I thought I'd ask.
No, that's fine to ask.
No, I'm not telling you how to do your cowering. I will point out that it does not like me, and you're going to be next to me.
I know what I'm doing.
Yeah, and it's distracted enough. I'm okay with this, like, kind of run through. We don't have opportunity attacks, so it's fine.
Okay.
Unless you completely flub an athletics roll, but that's probably not likely.
Stop
So I'm going
doing
to just
that.
pause here while you roll Dex plus Athletics.
Can I offer you a stealth roll in these trying times?
Yes. Yeah, absolutely. And what your damage is what, -1 right now?
Nope, because my armor brought me back down.
Yes. Yeah.
So I'm...
Honestly, I think go ahead and roll, but honestly, I think that Max's training would be get behind Ursa, regardless of how dangerous it is. Like,
Yeah,
that's where I'm supposed to be.
It's a 6.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a 6.
So, do you want to roll the damage, or do you want someone else to roll it?
I'll roll the damage.
Okay. So this thing actually, like, tries to, like, mom stop you.
Sure.
As it just, like, straight arms you going past it. It's clotheslines you, not straight arm, right? So roll 4D.
4D?
Yeah.
Damn.
Because you're going forward and it's going backwards, so we get some multiplication of effort.
Judas dice.
Mm.
7 plus 9 is 16, minus the 8 for armor, so
Yep.
that brings it down to 8.
Yep.
So it does put me at -1 at this point.
Okay.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. I'm at 14.
I can't believe it's 4D. Our comms don't even work.
Wow.
So the door's that way, Nick?
Wow. Okay.
Hey, I control I control the mics and the cameras.
All right. So, Max, you whiffed on your stealth roll.
Yeah.
I don't think, like, I'm fine. Like, you took that whole damage. Like, if you want to sort of get this far, like, towards the end of the cryopod,
Yeah.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah, I can live with that.
Do you feel like it should be further?
I mean, if I can get on the end of the cryopod and, like, be up against the end of the cryopod, like, completely flush, like...
Sure. You actually have a really good view of Anderson Cooper's face up at the top end.
Oh, yeah,
of it.
that's why I wanted to get there.
Yeah.
That's why I'm that close to the
Yeah,
cryopod.
you're at the, like, foot end of it.
Hot.
Yeah. Satch, you would definitely tell this is a cryopod. Irsa, have you realized what you're hiding behind?
I'm busy.
A lot happened really quickly.
I'm really busy.
And there's just this, like, device in the middle of the room. You're like, cool, that's cover.
Yeah, that looks like cover.
Uh-huh.
It seems sturdy. Yeah,
Okay,
I'm good.
cool. Okay, So that takes us to Yrsa's turn. You just saw Max get, like... I think Max was trying to get by. It whacks. Your, like, feet go out from under you, and you just sort of tumble until you can grab the cryopod.
Very that. Very that.
But I think maybe we see some blood in the face? Or no, it just, like, smashed you in the chest. Yeah. The spike.
Is down here.
Right, but you just got flipped. It's fine.
I can't
It's
imagine
fine.
a dislodge. It just sucks.
Yeah, I imagine it's in the meat. It's in there pretty good.
Okay, tell you what. Roll me a d6 and don't roll a 1. This is the spike come out or no.
3.
Okay. Yeah, I think 1/6 chance was fair on that.
Sure.
Yeah, your buddy stays right where he was before.
But Max is moving of his own volition, which helps me know that he's not dead.
Yeah, that's
Unless we've gotten in some really weird territory.
true.
Okay.
All right.
So,
Yrsa.
Nanny Bot,
Yes.
not going anywhere, just sucks. And has firing capabilities. Max, no longer behind Nanny Bot. I think I honestly do more damage with the goddamn spikes than I do with my own weapons. Well, because they're armor piercing.
They're armor piercing, which is extremely helpful in this
It is
situation.
extremely helpful. And also, I'm gonna be a little shit and talk to you about up close fighting versus getting within its range versus, like, can it scratch its own head?
I don't understand the question.
If I'm close enough to it, my assumption is it may not be able to touch itself.
It can.
I didn't. Yeah, I was hoping.
It does regularly touch itself.
It is a 4-knuckler.
Whenever it thinks about you, it touches itself.
I know what the reference was, but boy, did I hate that.
Yeah, as I was saying it, I was like, oh, this was not...
That slow motion car crash.
Yeah. It felt bad to hear.
Oh man, bad feelings all around. I'm gonna wreck it. Let's shoot it again.
Shoot? Okay.
Yeah, I feel like I'm just better up close.
See, I honestly, like, all of that I think makes sense. Like, your training would be get inside the
Yeah.
reach of something so
Yeah.
that you can hammer it and not do
In
it.
real
And
life,
this doesn't have that.
in real life, I'm a very short person with very short arms. My only options are get within the reach.
Right.
So I
On the
think
other hand, punching a forklift
still doesn't do anything.
doesn't feel great.
And I need to reload the knuckle blaster, which I did not do.
Yeah. I mean, I imagine that's a fairly, like, clunk, 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 clunk,
Yeah,
like,
the reload animation fucking sucks.
yeah.
I have spike.
I'm gonna call it a major action to reload that.
Yeah, I have spike. And that's why I'm trying to decide between the two, is I have spike.
You want to stab it?
I do want to stab it.
Okay.
I think it's,
Do you have Faye?
anyway. I would like to do a stab.
Okay, so we're gonna rush this thing.
Yeah, I'm not that smart. Let's go.
Okay.
I just don't have a lot of faith in my gun. Actually, fuck. Okay, I'm gonna shoot it one more time.
Okay. All right, gun combat plus dex minus your damage modifiers.
Well, now it's -1, so that I still have a 1 in gun combat.
Question, how does auto work? Since we determined that your laser pistol has auto fire. Auto 2.
Yeah. I'm not sure yet. Like, PBTA style games don't really have a way to deal with that.
Okay.
I think what I would call it is like an extra D of damage with extra risk on a 8-. So it's up to you if it's on burst fire or no.
It doesn't matter, frankly.
Yeah, I would want you to decide before you roll anyway. So.
It's fine. It was a 5.
Oh,
I
sweet.
didn't do well, but, Max isn't in the way anymore.
Okay.
Yeah, I should have gotten close and just rushed it.
Well, the good news is you are close to it now. It flips the floor spike flips up to the ceiling, and oh, what a feeling. It's now over, like it advances here, because it like waits for you to shoot, and then like zigzags at you, like like rolling across the ceiling, kind of Katamari style.
Weird reference, but okay.
Is it not applicable?
No, it's very applicable.
And it is going to counterattack your gun versus melee. So it's swinging spiky hands at you. So you can do dexterity, athletics, or strength, unarmed melee.
I'll do
Your gun
strength
is not a
unarmed.
melee weapon.
It is when it's out of bullets.
Laser weapons, I think, are a little more fragile
Oh,
than...
damn, that's true. I'll do strength plus unarmed.
Okay.
That's a 3. Although the -1, so it's a 2. Why did I roll? Oh, okay, so that's 6.
Total of 6?
Total of 6. I rolled
Oh,
2 2s.
That's not great.
Do I get a thread?
Yeah.
I was actually going to ask
Which
how we
might
were
sew
doing,
you back together.
Yeah,
how we're going to do XP, but I'll wait.
It's going to
till
be
later.
similar to, like, you get 5 XP and you buy in advance, and we'll be able to, like,
Right.
move skills
figure it
up
out.
and stuff
If
like
I
that.
last that long, I would love to see that XP bonus happen. But yeah, that was a 6. I'm fine.
Sure. No, that's not great.
It's not great. I also am at 10 and 9, so
Okay, well, go ahead and roll 4D.
I hate this. Why?
Oh, that's obnoxious. That is rude.
Oh.
Yeah, okay.
Oh.
That's 17.
Oh.
That's 20 points of
That's
damage
rude.
minus 8, so that's 12.
Excuse you, Dice.
I might be dead. Let me double.
Okay. Well, dying.
Dying. I also am the one with the medic skill.
I mean, Cece has some medic skill. Maybe you could bring her around.
Yeah.
She's had a chance to rest.
I am 7 points away from dying.
Okay. Cool. Cool.
This is fine. Although, if this furthers Max's story, it's considered fridging. There's my threat.
Although it's travelers, would it be cryopotting?
Yeah.
Also, that's more agency than anyone who's gotten fridged ever has.
All right.
I died, but it was my fault.
So, we do have a little bit of time left on the clock, so let's see how we do. It is the bot's turn, and I think it is trying to grapple with Ursa, because it does want to do an arm wrestle with you. So, I'm gonna assume you want to not grapple.
I don't know what's gonna happen. I feel like I just assume I don't want to grapple.
Okay.
I'm like, is it just hug? Is it just a hug? I could take a hug right now. I'm not
Okay.
doing great.
So-
Maybe you'll notice I'm injured
Yeah.
and
So,
try to fix me.
that's going to be Dex
Yeah.
plus Athletics.
I'm taking a -2 because of I'm now at 22
Yeah.
damage. So that negates one of my. Yeah, so that puts me at -1.
Total.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mother McMuffin. I was rolling so well at the beginning of the night. 5.
Okay.
I have died.
No, it actually is not doing damage right now.
Mm-hmm.
It one of the pincers comes out, and like it hurts, but
Mm-hmm.
we're not going to roll damage for it. And sort of like crunches the wrist of your gauntlet, of
Okay.
your gun hand,
Yeah.
and like makes you drop the gun.
Yeah.
Right. And then that arm, as much as like 4 straight segments can, like rolls you up. Right.
Sure.
And it basically backs away, holding you between Satch and Max.
Children shouldn't play with dangerous toys.
Perfect. That's the line.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I'm an adult. I have licenses for these things if we needed them.
Okay, so back to the top. Satch.
So now Ursa's a human shield in between
Yeah.
me and the bot.
Yeah, so it's going to be -2 if you care about not hitting Ursa, or just regular fire. Almost, and maybe you'll hit her, maybe you won't.
It may be time to negotiate.
For those listening, I made the symbol of I can't. My comms aren't working.
Yeah,
Oh my
comms
God.
are out. Sounds like take it out.
Yeah. Yeah. TK427. Why isn't your speaker on? Can I move to a point where it is not, where yours is not in between me and it?
Well, let's see. So what it's trying to do is, okay, move
Or
to the back.
is it just going to rotate?
It's moving back this way. Irsa is still right side up, but is like yanked off of the magnetic connection of her one boot, which is not comfortable either. I mean, it's not like it's pulling your leg off, but you're like, don't rip my suit, right? As it just like coils around your middle and yanks you off the floor. And your, what's your gun hand? Right hand?
Yeah.
Yeah. And so your right hand
I
is
wished
like,
that she was a southpaw, but I didn't think of it
It's-
fast enough.
it's trapped like against your own body and its arm, right? So,
Oh, fudge. No, I wish that I had been like, oh, she's left-handed. No, I didn't.
I mean,
think
it
of
could have
fast
grabbed your left hand too.
Yeah,
it just would have
doesn't
grabbed
matter.
whichever gun
hand.
whichever hand the gun's in.
enough. Yeah. It is the for your own protection hug of.
That's dangerous. Let me help. It is retreated a little bit. It's sort of above the head end of the cryopod, attached to the ceiling with Irsa as a shield. But let's see. So she's kind of here. Yeah, I mean there is an angle if you want to take, like some amount of move that would reduce the minus, sort of like aiming, I guess.
Okay.
It is bigger than her. Like, it's, you can hug Irsa. You can't get your arms around this thing. So,
Right. No, I can't. She won't let me.
well, okay. Her circumference is less than
Yes.
that of your arms.
Yeah, she'll knock Satch out. So I think that if I head towards those computer banks,
Okay.
and I'll try and get a better
Up this
shot.
way?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. Still, like, mag across the ceiling? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Or you can kick free as well, if you want to.
No. I mean, this. I like the position that I'm in because it's.
Wait, you're still roped up.
How delicate is that rope?
I think it's pretty sturdy,
Ah,
right?
Yeah, it is probably pretty sturdy.
I would cut that.
I thought that you would cut it.
I was getting around to it. I was a little busy being
Yeah.
murdered.
You were.
Yeah.
Absolutely a reason why you might have forgotten.
So, as I see that happening, can I stay back in my old position and detach the rope as
Yeah.
my minor action?
Yeah,
And
minor
then I'll
action, yes.
Probably try and shoot.
And go ahead and take the shot.
I think so. As far as I can tell, it's dragging her away somewhere.
It's away from you, but it doesn't look like there's an exit behind it. Like, those panels are facing the front of the ship and probably just mirror some of what's on the bridge. Mm-hmm. But there's no, like, door by that, right? It's just, like, the wall
that I
of...
know of.
Sure, yeah. You got me. You got me on that.
I don't know how these things are
Yeah.
getting around the ship if they're not, they
Oh.
might not be using the main halls.
Side question, because I've been meaning to actually ask you this on your turn. Does Satch understand Morse code?
I would say that he probably knows some, but I don't think that he has spent time to learn everything.
Okay.
Like, to use a champion's term, he is familiar but not proficient.
Yeah, that's fair. But something like SOS would
Yes,
be
obviously he
super
would know that.
I
recognizable.
can tell you that now.
Okay, now, because you're more oriented towards the panels, there is a little, like, the red light of a TV that is turned off. And this is interesting because there have been no panel lights on anything, right? But these three monitors all have the little red light in the bottom corner that say I'm off, but could be switched on if you get the remote or push the button, right? And I think that's why it would grab your eye. Is no other electronics have been
Right.
on.
Everything else has been dark and just our helmet cams and stuff.
And all 3 of those red lights are blinking in SOS, which is not something that light would like.
Right.
Not the purpose of that LED by any stretch.
Do you?
Uh,
You do you, boo. I will never blame you for doing something in a game that is...
You know, I'm super curious about that, but I don't. But I think, like, in the panic of the moment, like in the...
Oh yeah, I wouldn't expect you to like stop and try to communicate with these TVs in
Right.
this moment. It's just a thing that you see because you're now pointed in the right direction and can't miss it.
Okay. Cool.
That's another problem for the list.
Right, that's right. Number 5. So yeah, I'm gonna take the shot.
Okay, let's roll it. I want a -2 for the human shield.
Okay.
The good thing is she's got armor, so
I have armor.
it's just hard to hit the
You just
part
need
that
to-
you want to hit.
You just need to do 9 damage to kill me.
I'm sure it'll be fine.
I'm sorry. I miscounted. 8.
That's like impossible that I could hit you with 9.
Yeah, you
with
could
8
do
or 9
9
damage.
I don't think you can roll 17 on 3D plus 3. Right? That's 18 plus...
Okay.
Oh, it's 21.
You very
yeah.
can.
So you said it's
But
-2?
-8, right? So,
Yeah.
yeah. So -2 for the difficulty.
Right.
But
Plus,
then
plus
plus
whatever other modifiers I have.
Dex,
like
gun
1.
combat.
Right. So I'm a total of a -1.
Okay.
11, 10.
Okay. Well, that's a midland
partial.
success. So, do you want to roll full damage and risk injuring Irsa, or take one of the dice off your damage roll?
You know, I did it for Max. I have to do it for
Okay.
Ursa too.
Yeah.
I shot Max. It's only fair.
Are you saying I should go all 3? That is 11. Plus 3 is 14.
I'm
Okay.
doing math. Hold on. Well,
No, I was trying to avoid you.
yeah, you split the...
Yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
you took one of the dice off.
Okay.
Yeah. I had a pencil like 2 seconds ago.
Here you go.
I know there's like a bunch of them here, but like, where was the one I just had? That's distressing to me. Well, maybe that's what happened. Okay.
It ran off with a sock and became a Tupperware lid.
Yep.
That's a whole thing you done by yourself.
All you have to do is believe in yourself. I'm into it. Okay. Odd or even, Nick?
Odd.
Okay. You actually bypassed its armor.
Yay!
What was that? 12?
14.
14.
Remember the last time I bypassed?
Hmm?
I was going to say, like, remember the last time I bypassed its armor?
Why? What happened?
Yeah, but see, here's the thing. He was behind the thing when you bypassed the armor, so it hit him. If I bypassed the armor, but I missed you, then there's nothing behind it.
Definitely.
That is exactly what happened.
Oh, good.
Except for the damage to one of the LCD screens.
Of course.
But,
I knew that was coming.
but like, it still would probably work a little.
Right, you know, it's fine.
Yeah.
Now I only have 2 Morse codes to talk to.
Oh, that light's still blinking
Oh, okay.
in the little bottom right corner of the TV. You know, you just like crack the screen.
Okay.
Okay. Well, let's get through this combat. Is everyone okay for time
Yeah.
right now? We might go a little bit over.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, my eyelash fell off.
I just want to finish the combat round, so we
Yeah,
don't.
my comm fell off, but...
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like,
Okay.
my eyelashes are falling, but otherwise we're good.
So Sats just made this expert shot, and it looks like it like blew off some of the armor plating, and I'm actually reducing its armor value a little bit. So if anyone wants to make a called shot, it's that -2 to try to like drill into that same place and miss Irsa.
Okay.
Max, I don't know if do you have a gun?
I have my taser.
That's less effective.
I know.
Because also she's attached to the metal thing.
Uh-huh. Oh, I know. That wasn't the plan.
Okay.
But
Max,
he plunges it behind the armor into the circuitry.
sure.
No, none of that was the plan.
Max rushes the robot. Nope.
No.
That was a
Strange
weird
not see
sentence.
that.
Get away from my cousin, you son of a...
Get your damn arms off of her.
Yep.
That's what I was thinking.
I like that.
The second eye roll, the
Hey,
second
you.
audible eye roll.
Okay, Max, what are you doing?
Okay. Does the robot look at all, like, health-wise? Does it look like it's still moving pretty well?
It,
Would you consider it bloodied?
no.
I like totally was zoning out and did not continue tracking, but I stopped at 14.
That's fine.
It
I
looks
was-
like about maybe a third of its health is
Okay.
gone.
I just wanted to make sure what my options were.
It seems 2/3 as functional as it was before.
Okay. Where I'm positioned on the cryopod, where are the controls to the cryopod? Like the readouts,
Oh, it's up by the head.
alright.
Isn't that where you'd put them?
I don't know, it could be bound by the feet if you're...
The cryopod?
I like the foot of a hospital bed.
Center.
Yeah, I think
If,
there's...
if it's standing up,
No, it's flat on the floor.
They're
Oh.
designed to be flat.
It's like a
it sounds
sarcophagus, you know.
I would maybe feet or side.
either on the side or the feet. is what
Hospital
I-
bed has the thing by the feet. Like I'm into that.
Okay.
Let's have it by the feet.
Alright. I am going to take my taser and aim it at the controls of the cryopod.
Okay. Now they're not lit up at all.
Okay, but the nanny bot seems to be very concerned about the cryopod.
Oh, what makes you think that?
Well, it seems not want to hit the thing. So
Yeah. Is that maybe what you noticed on a roll
might be
that
what I noticed?
everyone else failed?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Okay.
So I'm going to put the taser on the controls and through my comms, hoping the nanny bot can still fucking hear me.
Well, you can hear it humming. It's humming in your helmets.
Right, but I'm just making sure that the comm goes two ways.
Sure.
Nanny bot, I think it's time for you to go to sleep, or he's not waking up again. And I'm trying to persuade it via intimidation to get it to calm its shit. To hopefully give them a chance to deal with it, or hopefully get it to shut down. We'll find out.
Are you still do you still have that interface open
Oh,
to
yeah.
its
I never turned it off. My original plan was to get around it and start disabling the arms, but
right?
things went askew. Word.
Haywire, does it
Askewer.
maybe? Yeah. Oh.
I'm into that. All right, let's roll social standing. You're not bluffing, right?
No.
Yeah. So that's persuade then.
Okay. So that would be +2 because I have a -1 right now.
Yeah. Okay, calm down, phone.
That would be an 11.
Okay. So, Nannybot does stop. Now, what did you say? To stand down?
Go to sleep. I think it's time for you to go to sleep, or he's never waking up again.
Does Nannybot understand not even metaphors, just like...
Well, I mean, we
yeah.
could take that sentence literally, too, and...
It's been communicating in go to sleep, put
Right,
me to bed. So
right.
I'm trying to communicate in the way it's been communicating to us.
Oh no, you were adorable and clever.
Yeah. Okay, so you get, the two of you, hear, it's not garble, it's genuinely a little discombobulated. No, don't, you're getting these, fragments of, and it's the high pitch and the low pitch and, the weird voices that it's been doing. And then, it says, I can't sleep. My job is to watch the sleepers. I never sleep. But it has, stopped. It's still just holding Irsa. But, you've confused it.
Good. I will take that for now.
because it wants to protect the captain, but it can't do what you said.
Right.
So,
stand down.
okay. Well, Irsa, what are you going to do on your turn? It's not the bot's turn yet, and I don't want to telegraph what's happening.
Is my other arm available to me, or am I?
Yeah,
pretty
your
much-
left arm is essentially free.
Is there any chance that spike is in it?
Oh, that seems wild.
In which case, I don't know. Struggle. My options are a little limited
I
from
mean,
here.
her right arm had the gun, so it makes sense her left arm would have the spike.
Pistol and rapier, yeah.
Well, it's just to hold on to it.
Just to hold on
No,
to it.
I'm not opposed to it. Yeah, what do you want to do?
I'm also really hurting. Like, I might... Like, honestly, a nap sounds great.
Does that apply to me too?
All of this happening, if there's, like, a moment of, like, no one moving, especially...
Well, we're kind of still in bullet time, right? Like, you
Yeah.
heard what he said to it, and it had this sort of, like, confused response, but it hasn't really had a chance to act on that yet.
I'm deciding how smart
If you want to hold an action, that's an option.
I think I'm gonna hold an action only because I would love a nap.
Okay. The only thing
Yeah.
about hold it is I like to have an idea of what would trigger your action.
I guess because it seems paused and confused, and Max seems to be negotiating with it, which I assume has happened at some point in another different fight. Like, we've stopped to argue a little bit and then gone back to punching. Irsa's willing to wait, but if it starts becoming violent again, or God forbid, like dragging her off to do you know, cryo stuff, she will stab it.
Okay, so if it makes an aggressive move, we do
Yeah.
a stab.
We do a stab.
Okay, that's fair. That's a
And I feel like
great
it will
held
be
action.
much harder to miss.
Okay. I agree. Yeah.
Now that I'm here.
It is a little like sort of stab behind you, but
Harley Quinn, if you've seen the not Suicide Squad, Birds of Prey, where she's like stabbing
Yes.
from the thing.
yeah. Oh, I
Yeah.
love that movie.
Excellent movie.
Okay, so it's now the bot's turn, and it has this strange body language attached to the ceiling. Again, no gravity in here, but it's essentially like turned and like disregarded the fact that it's holding Irsa. Like it's like not it doesn't let her go, but it's not holding her as a shield anymore, and it's more like focused on Max. Of like let's see. It's not going to attack. It communicates with you. It says let's see. This is interesting. I had not anticipated this turn of events.
That's why we play the game.
I actually think I have to roll stress damage.
Yes. We'll take it.
Did you get a 13 plus on your?
No, I was 11 to whatever. I
Okay.
I think I rolled an 11 total.
Okay. What was your total bonus without any of the situational minuses?
My total bonus would be a +3, but I have a -1 because of my damage.
Yeah, ignoring the minuses.
Okay, so +3.
3. Roll me 3d6 for stress damage, which doesn't come with armor unless you go to therapy.
Son of a 7.
7. Okay. Okay. It
This sentence is a lie. Just watch it figure that out.
yeah, I mean, we're sort of in that territory. It's not that
No,
dumb.
yeah, I know.
But it is like in a genuine like crisis, right? And you can all of you can sort of see it, well, you can sort of sense this behind you. Yeah, that's the if we were to go back around, Satch, what's your reaction to the situation?
Well, I don't know any of this is happening.
Right.
I didn't hear any of that. It stopped and it's moved Ursa off to the side.
I think the body language is clear from Max pointing his taser here and then looking at it and like you can see him talking. So I think it at least is clear that Max said something to it and it reacted and didn't attack. But it does kind of move Yrsa to the side. There's no minus to attack it if you want to shoot it.
I think I'm gonna shoot it. I mean, I'm
No,
sorry.
no,
I
you're
hate
fine.
that this
No, you're
destroys
excellent.
the.
You're excellent. There is probably like if you look at Ursa, like her other arm is just like
For me, this is a win-win. Either we would negotiate it out, or distract it long enough for you guys to do more damage to it. So, either way is fine.
And there's no minus for Yrsa, but if you want to aim for that section where the armor came off, that would be -1.
Okay. Can I use the minor action to aim and reduce that to
Yeah,
-1?
you weren't moving or anything, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So -1 for that, -1 for my stress, and then +2 for my dex. So that would even out to be a straight roll.
Yeah. What's your gun combat?
0.
Oh yeah. Yep. Oh.
Well, 4 isn't going to cut it. I need a little shame cage over here.
we need
Womp
dice
womp.
jail.
Yeah. Okay. So that's quite bad. So roll the damage on your gun, please.
Yeah, you bet. Uh, 6, 11, and 3 is 14.
Okay.
Sorry.
Well, no. The good thing is because Yrsa was officially out of the way.
Right.
I was gonna say half of that is she's in danger of, but her armor is more. So that I was gonna say 7. Your armor is 8. That's not an issue. But what does happen is it does the yo-yo release and throws Yrsa at you, Setch.
Okay.
And she looks injured, physically. You can see damage to her suit, and right. She's looking pretty banged up.
This is a shitty nanny bot. Just throwing that out there.
It's not the original nanny bot.
No, I know.
Eat the baby.
Yeah, don't eat the baby. So, Yrsa, I'm gonna let you make a sort of reactionary vac suit check.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Well,
I have
Dex,
vac at
Dex
0.
plus vac suit.
Yeah, that still puts me at 0, cause, -2 because I'm roll damaged.
Yeah,
Cool. Come on.
just roll super high.
I rolled so well at the beginning of this.
You did.
I burned out on my luck really early. or something.
You rolled so well. I went back and redid the math
Yeah.
for my design. I was like, did I fuck up the dice math on
and
this?
now I have not broken 10 on any of these dice. So that's 7 minus. That's a 5.
Okay. You do not manage to arrest your.
I didn't think I
Movement.
did. I'm not looking great. It's fine.
So Satch, you can either try to dodge and save yourself, or try to catch her, which could have consequences. What do you want to do?
She's injured. She's my friend. I'm going to try and catch her.
Okay. So we're gonna need.
Your face.
If you didn't hear, she said, with my face.
Yeah. I like strength plus athletics on this
Okay.
one.
Sure.
Oh, actually, I would take strength vac suit if you want, if that's better for you.
Much better.
Yeah.
Okay. Strength, -1 for stress?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm at a +1.
Great.
And I have gone to the communal dice here, so
Just any other dice.
we're giving it a shot. So 7, 8, still a fail.
Oh, dang. Okay.
Can I assist
Oh.
with my held action? I did fail the vaccine roll, so I get it. But
Well.
I did have that held action, although it was to do more attack.
Yeah. But you did hold an action. You also got an 8 minus.
I'm perfectly fine having not getting it. It is more of a like, I could die.
Yeah, I think the consequence of your 8- is that you can't help because you're completely out of control.
Excellent.
You get a spinning starfish of a friend. Just, you know.
Right.
And I think the bad thing is, like, you were braced to catch and help. And so your mag boots are, like, they're still on. They're not going to break off because you're good at this, right? But it kind of would have been better.
You also had CC on your back.
That's true. So
Yeah.
3 of us are ass over tea kettle.
Yeah. I just think there's a pile. There's a pile over here. There we go. That looks how I imagine this to be.
That's fair.
Letters on top of letters, if you're just listening along. It looks like nonsense. And yeah, I mean, those are some lost turns, I think.
Sounds fair.
That's a mess. So,
By all means, continue threatening the cryopod.
before we wrap for tonight, Max, I want you to try to follow this up. Well, what is your... It can't go to sleep, and
Right.
it told you so, right? It has to watch over the sleepers.
Okay.
Max, roll medic plus int.
Lord.
I wish I had thought at the time, because I did tell you, like, this is not the time to be clever out of character. I do wish Yrsa would have been like, not the time to be clever in character, but you still wouldn't have heard her.
So this is going to be a -3 because I do not have medic and my int is 0.
I love it.
That's a 4.
Okay. Well, I asked for it, so there's no conflict there.
Okay.
But what do you want to do?
I think I know what that would have been to realize, but... While Joey thinks, I'm going to fill in our dead air for those listeners
Thank you. I appreciate it.
with a sonorous voice.
Do we want to use the term dead air?
God, insensitive.
Um,
It's fine, Yrsa has a twin sister.
Hey, Satch is a twin brother.
Yeah. We've made sure to drop, like, cassettes around this whole time.
Yep.
Yep.
Nannybot, go check on the other guests in the cryo chambers.
You are the captain now.
All right. Let's make a check because you've really like confused it.
Good. That makes 2 of us. What kind of check do you want?
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah. Social plus persuade.
We're all just staring off into the middle distance.
Sorry, I thought you were just like praying to your dice.
No. Also, yes. This is a +2.
That looks bad.
Yeah.
That was not the good face.
Oh, it's so bad.
Yeah, that would be double ones. So 4.
Okay. What a just cavalcade shit show of errors. Like it started to pick up a little bit. We had a little glimmer of hope.
I'm dead.
Not really.
You're just in a big cuddle pile in vac suits.
That's true.
So-
I'm no longer being hugged by the robot.
You
medical attention.
see there's like a brief twitch. I don't think you two can really pick up on much of what's happening right now. You can hear it, right?
I don't know that that's preferable right now.
Yeah. Oh well, actually no, you can't hear him. You can
I
hear.
can't hear him. I can hear it freaking out.
Yeah. And it comes towards you, Max.
Good.
And it says, Captain, you shouldn't be out of your cryopod. We haven't arrived yet. And it's like reaching to grab you. So you have the option to zap the cryopod or see what happens next.
Anderson Cooper.
Feels very like the Goosebumps, like Choose Your Own Adventures. Like, you can zap the cryopod on, like, page 78.
Yep.
Or just see what happens next on the next page.
Yeah. I gotta follow through.
Okay.
I mean, I'm point blank. Do I need a roll?
No, not for that. Yeah. Okay. So you discharge your stunner.
Yeah.
Into the control panel of the cryopod, and the bad news is it opens,
Oh no.
Oh, gross.
and just this amber, bubble kind of floats free just from having been jostled.
Oh,
right?
there's no gravity. It doesn't, like, pour
Right.
out. Okay,
No.
I'm
It's like
slightly okay
it's
with that.
rising up into the air. In the absence of air.
So lava lamp meets jello mold.
Right. But it also is like very quickly starting to like crystallize around the edges. It is really cold in here. Not like depths of space cold, but extremely cold. Right. Yeah. So this blob kind of rises out of there, and the nanny bot is sort of like caught in that, and you hear captain, no, and it's like just genuinely upset, and I mean, I kind of like an exploding robot moment. That works for me.
I'll take it.
So will Max.
Any chance I can duck get some cover with the cryopod?
I don't. Well, it just you don't see the explosion coming, right? Like it's a little wild.
Okay, that's fair.
So your armor will apply,
Bless.
but what? Can we look up grenades for me?
Oh Lord.
Just the question hurts.
Let's check the damage on that.
I
love a confused robot exploding.
I do too. I would love it more if I
Grenade
wasn't
weapons, what kind?
like on
It's
death's
a logic
door.
bomb.
Aerosol, baton, pulse, frag.
What's fragmentation do?
Frag is... Whoops.
My
Stop it.
weapon's gonna
Frag is 5D,
Uh-oh.
range of 20, blast 9.
Yeah, we're kind of
Well,
at...
we took it out with us.
Okay. Joey, do you want to roll the 5D, or should I?
Yeah, I'll roll it.
Okay.
I'll roll it.
5 damage, yay!
Okay, well that's not great.
I've
That's
seen
not
worse. I've seen worse. I think you're under the average.
11, 12, 14, 17 minus 8 would be 9.
Yeah. You take 9.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that would put me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I am at 23 of 27.
Oh.
You're actually worse than me now.
Okay. So, a few things are immediately obvious, but we are going to pick up here. Right?
Okay.
We have to give, yeah.
Excellent.
But, so, this thing explodes. Shrapnel everywhere. It was made of very sharp objects. And I think you've got, like, at least 2 more things poking into your suit that have sort of sealed themselves, but not a great reason to have your suit sealed up.
No.
But also just the fluid just blasts out. Not that it hurts anyone, but it does like splash all around the room. Anderson Cooper.
No. We have to deal with Anderson Scooper.
Yep. Yeah. That is exactly correct. Have you just been waiting for that?
About half a minute.
Oh,
Like
okay.
as soon as you announced there was going to be an explosion,
Yeah.
I was like, "Oh, what can I do with Anderson Cooper?"
Captain T. Montgomery is also blasted to like unrecognizable. He was not in a suit. he wasn't in a vac suit. He was just like in a like ship jumpsuit, right?
Poor Monty.
We're gonna have to haul him away from here.
So we are R-rated, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
We've dropped more than one F-bomb. Yes.
yeah. So there are body parts disassociated around the room,
Sure.
and just overall blast effects. We are going to need suit repairs. We're going to need medical attention. We don't know if there are more of these on the ship. All those monitors are shattered.
Oh no.
None of the red lights are on. And
Will Roxanne finally listen to you turn off the red light?
the remnants of the crop are just remnants, right? It's just like a bomb went off in the middle of the room as this thing like overloaded its own power supply.
It is good to know that logic bombs work on these things.
Yeah. Well, this logic bomb did because it was faced with like, but that's the captain, but you're telling me what to do. Like it was, and it was already kind of broken.
Yeah, it doesn't feel like it's going to work again. Maybe it will. Who knows?
Depends on the situation.
My brain says
That's
there are
why I was
3
so
of these.
stuck. As like these things are smart, but this is like a genuinely confusing situation for it to be in.
Sure.
Yeah. So that feels like a bomb.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool.
So, that's it.
We're technically dead.
Let's say our goodbyes, and then I'll do the. You know what? Let's do our goodbyes at the end of this. Thank you for joining us for episode 4 of The Drop. I hope you had fun. I did. Nobody else did, but I'm having fun. The backlog of shows you can find at happyjacks.org/thedrop or happyjacks.org/shows for everything and all that we have ever done in the history of the universe. That is literally true. So, be sure to check out all that backlog. You can follow us on, I think, HappyJacksRPG on Twitter, or you just look for Happy Jacks, you'll find it. My name is Jason. You can follow me on Twitch and Twitter at It's Probably Okay, just the letters okay. And I do a bit of my own streaming on my channel. You can check out my pinned tweet for more information about that. Nick?
Hey, I am Nick, and you can find me at Sungrowler on the socials. I am a guy who plays games here, I guess. I thought that sentence was going somewhere, but...
No, we got it in one. Yeah,
yeah.
No, that was good.
Yeah.
First take. Joey?
Hi, I'm Joey. I lived. For now.
You're going to make it all of our problems.
Yep.
I just realized this is sign language for applause, which I meant as like a flat, like, iffy.
I feel like
Gesture?
this is like golf claps.
Yeah. Like you
applause.
lived.
Anyway, you can find me on the socials at Feywild85, FEYWILDE85. You can catch me here every Monday playing this, and you can catch me every Sunday on Jason's channel playing a completely different character in Demigod's Media Storm, where I kind of almost destroyed the world on accident, trying to prove that I was right, which didn't feel like an attack at all. But yeah, you should check out that game. It's a lot of fun, and these two are also involved. Yeah.
We made it worse.
Oh, good.
Cool. Thought you should.
Oh yeah, have you listened? To
No.
Oh yeah, it got better. I got to it. Hi, I'm Clara. I'm all over the internet as clearly_golden, unless you're into mermaids, in which case Instagram as mermaid_clarity. Sunday I'm over on It's Probably Okay with Jason and Joey playing Demigod's Media Storm. Mondays here on Happy Jacks with you now. And once a month on Thursdays, a lot of the time, I'm over on Life Action Roleplays, LARP situation that we started over quarantine, and it just keeps happening. Purgatory Cafe, where I play Tian, who is an angel, who's doing her best, which is definitely not enough.
That's very relatable.
She tries so hard.
I'm not an angel, but I am doing my best.
Doing my best. I love her so much. And Twitter is the best place to figure out where I am and what I'm doing. So yeah, just keep an eye out for all that stuff.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, everyone, thank you so much for joining us. This is where we say our goodbyes, and we will see you next time. Good night.
Bye.
Night.